Hey everybody, it's Josh. First of all, thanks so much for listening. We really appreciate all the continued support. We're getting a lot of kind words, both from people we know and we don't know, from personal messages to social media posts, even to comments on Spotify and YouTube and all that stuff. And we really, really appreciate it. And it's been a lot of fun doing this podcast for almost a year now. We got a fun episode coming up for you. We brought our good friend Adam Murray back, which has been a long time since he's been back on the pod, to talk about some respective movie resume holes. So that's fun. But I did want to jump on and at least acknowledge the fact that my microphone kept cutting out throughout the episode. Luckily, for the most part, it was happening when I wasn't speaking, so that was an easy fix. We just turned down my microphone. You couldn't hear it anyway. But there were a couple times where I was talking and my microphone would get staticky and cut out. So I had to lower my microphone and raise up the residual audio from Jack and Adam's microphone, and it sounds a little weird. It only happens a couple times, but thought I'd jump in here and at least acknowledge that before it happened. So other than that, the episode is a really fun one. We had a lot of good conversations and a blast recording, and we hope you enjoy. So thank you again for listening. We really appreciate it, and enjoy the episode. Welcome to The Long List, a podcast where we discuss movies and other pop culture through the storied art of rankings. There are no wrong answers, no bad opinions, and hot takes are always encouraged. I'm Josh Muller. With me, as always, is my brother Jack Muller, and Adam Murray is back with us this week. And this episode is all about filling in some resume gaps.
Yep.
Adam, welcome back to the pod.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Happy to have you back. It's been a while.
A little too long.
Yeah. I haven't even seen you in a while.
Yeah.
He's a traveling salesman now.
You know?
Just me and my briefcase.
If you would like to reach out to us, our email is thelonglistpodcast@gmail.com. And we'd love to hear from you. This is a cool idea. Adam, this is your idea.
Yeah, good call.
Adam, why don't you explain your thought process behind this? Because you came up with some good ideas, and this was the one that we gravitated towards.
Yeah, absolutely. This comes from just listening to you guys' episodes. And Josh, you specifically, I can't remember if it's the movie you're covering today or some other film. I'm just screaming into my phone where I'm listening when every time you say you haven't seen a specific film. So that being said, you guys have seen most movies.
That's not true.
Just period.
Nope. Yeah, that's not true.
So I wanted to
We're on a quest to see as many movies as we can.
There are many that we have not.
Compared to me, you've seen most movies. I
That's
think we
a
can all
little
agree
accurate.
on that. But I
Don't
was
talk down about yourself.
interested in finally having some power over y'all and saying, okay, yeah, this is a movie I've grown up on.
Yeah.
And let's see what it's like when you see it for the first time. And then thinking about, okay, well, if this movie is like considered a classic or a movie that a lot of people grew up on, how does it read when someone watches it, for the very first time in 2026 without the nostalgia glasses on or just the seeing it 10 times in the nature of knowing every line.
Right.
So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And I think the three that we landed on are pretty interesting representations of that in their own way. Like more so than I thought. I thought it was going to be kind of more like, oh, I get to see you react to this movie, but it actually ended up being more like, this movie is interesting now, or, looking at it through different lenses. Does that make sense? At least with mine. I have some thoughts.
Oh, yours is probably a little bit more topical than our two. Well, actually, mine got pretty topical pretty fast, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're in a different world. Maybe this is kind of what you're speaking on. We're in a different world than when all these movies either were filmed or take place.
Yeah.
And you can really see that. So even though that wasn't the intention, it's like, okay, just by the nature of watching some of these films, we're seeing a world we kind of no longer live in.
Yeah, and that's a great point. And we each picked a bunch of movies that fit the description that we haven't seen that are quote-unquote big movies that either are classics or, classics for a certain age or whatever it is. And then we each got together to try to figure out what would be the best three that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
We tried to cover a lot of bases. Somewhat successful, I guess. We don't have any Laugh Riot comedies in here necessarily, but
we can come back to this. Do it again.
Oh yeah, definitely. Jack, how did you do choosing your movie?
Kind of took me a while. It took me longer than you guys. It ended up being, this is probably, it had come up in a episode a couple months ago or something. B, this is this is a pretty big classic movie that I've never seen,
Yeah.
especially 70s golden age. Big classic movie.
Yeah.
Academy Award winner.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Right,
just
yeah,
let's take the veil off. So my movie is the Full Metal Jacket, directed by Stanley Kubrick, and I don't have an excuse. Just haven't seen it, you know. So I watched it this week. I got some notes, and should be fun. Jack, what's your movie?
All the President's Men.
It's just total banger in my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, really love that movie. Mm-hmm. And it is an Academy Award winner. Probably should have won Best Picture. Just did not.
No.
I think there were a couple that year, now that I'm thinking about it.
Couple what?
That
That
should have won. I think Rocky won that year. It's a 1976 movie.
That's right.
Pretty sure Rocky won that year, but a couple others could have. We could say that about Adam. Your choice, too, is
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, yeah.
I would probably... So that was 1990?
90, well...
90? Well, I get what you're saying. The Oscars
1990
were
was the
91,
movie,
yeah.
the year the movie came out.
And that year, Dances with Wolves won, which I think a lot of people who are still into movies would like to have that one back. I'm okay with the win. I like Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, I would say Dances with Wolves Best Picture is a little better than Scorsese.
Kevin Costner, director.
Scorsese, Scorsese should have won director.
I agree. And to be clear, I like Goodfellas better than Dances with Wolves. But
Yeah.
so interesting. That was your movie you hadn't chosen. Why would you go with that one for?
Well, and it's kind of like to hear your feedback on your movies too. Like for me, my list was a little longer than y'all's, but had a lot of.
I don't know if that's true. You keep saying stuff like that. There's plenty of movies I haven't seen.
Well, I'd say Jack put his list out, and I had only seen one of the films on his list. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean when I say you guys have seen most movies. But no, Goodfellas is a movie that I feel like is like a kind of a classic in my head, like a college dorm movie. It's
Yes.
like
Yeah.
everyone's sitting around and you're watching that, and you're watching Reservoir Dogs, and you're watching Boondock Saints. I never saw it. I saw
Yeah.
all the other ones. And so from my mind, I knew kind of broad strokes, but had never had any of the context and known any of the characters or anything. So it was interesting going in, but very aware of it, and was curious, what was your guys' level of awareness about your films? What did you have any preconceived notions going into them?
Well, for mine specifically, I was aware of it because I knew of Stanley Kubrick's work. I still haven't seen all of Stanley Kubrick's movies. That podcast episode is coming, by the way. We just don't know when. The really famous part was the stuff with the drill sergeant in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Did you
That's
know the structure of the movie?
I
going
didn't
into it?
really. I knew I had seen a lot of the drill sergeant stuff. By the way, that is just absolutely hilarious. All the drill sergeant stuff. Also gets pretty dark.
Right.
But,
I was watching it with Alex, and she was dying, and I was just like, "Oh yeah." This is funny, but in the back of my mind, I was rewatching it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
it gets-
I was just like, "Whew,
it gets really dark.
Just
fast.
buckle up."
But yeah, so I didn't know, and then I guess I assumed they went to war, but I didn't really know that part of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I knew that they went to the war, but it's just all I knew from seeing it on YouTube or whatever, or clips, whatever, is always the drill sergeant part.
Yeah. Did we watch in school?
Yeah.
In drama, right?
That was my first time ever watching it.
Me
was
too. I think
in
it might have been
drama
the only
classroom.
time I saw it. And we watched it over the course of 2 days.
Yep.
And I think it was on our lunch break. I think we went there for our lunch, and Ms. O was like, "Don't tell people you're watching this," or something.
That sounds right.
Because it's
We had-
crazy that we watched that in high school.
We
pretty-
had
it's
drama
pretty
right
intense.
before lunch, and we just stayed in there.
Yeah,
Kind
and
of,
we turned off all the lights and watched it in 2 sittings.
yeah, it might have been Kyle Jackson who put it on.
Oh, and we could just stay in there, and there wasn't a teacher?
I think that's right.
I don't think it was Kyle. I think that was our senior year.
All right, Kyle, if you're listening, let us know.
Yeah.
I hope Kyle's listening.
Yeah.
We got to get him on another pod. He had some good
sure.
ideas.
I wonder what he'd say about this movie. Anyways.
Kyle, write to us at
My preconceived notions about All the President's Men were pretty much spot on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
What the hell does that mean?
We'll get to it.
Oh my God. We're going to start fights. I
Buckle
love
up.
that movie.
No, trust me, you won't hate the things that I have to say. but-
Okay. Well, I wanted to piggyback on what you said about Goodfellas because that's the newest movie. I mean, it's still
35
years old. But it's hard for me
so
to.
old.
It feels very modern, the movie,
Yep.
and it's also one of those movies like I don't want to like stereotype here, but if you're dudes and you're into movies, you eventually go through a gangster movie phase,
Yeah.
and it's like that and The Godfather, and
Yeah.
those are the two big ones that everybody talks about.
And Goodfellas is way more gangster movie-ish than The Godfather is kind of like family drama with the
yeah.
gangster aspects and, you know.
And it's a different time. This is like
Mafia.
much more modern,
y-
and it's about. What do you mean?
Made modern, like modern filmmaking, or takes place in
Well, it takes-
in the 70s.
Starts in
Okay,
the 50s,
but that's more
70s,
modern than like
80s.
World War II.
Yeah.
Is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah,
Like
true.
those are like that's like a classic gangster film. This is you're right. It feels modern when you're watching it, and it's just like the cars are more recognizable, and like
Yeah.
they're on the streets of like normal New York streets rather than like in a huge mansion palace of the Corleone estate or whatever.
Right.
And what I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? I lost it.
Talking about dudes getting to gangster movies and they watch this film.
Yeah, yeah, it's gone now.
That's about it.
Doesn't
I thought
matter.
it was interesting that my film was made in the 70s about something that happened 4 years earlier. Your film was made in the 80s, or sorry, Josh, Full Metal Jacket was made in the 80s, late 80s, about the 60s. And Adam, your film was made in the 90s, about the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking
I
about
don't know
that.
what any of that means, but
Our movies
Sounds like a math
exist in the
equation.
same world, the same time. That
yeah,
I was interesting to think about that.
right.
Watergate
Well-
going down while Ray Liotta's running around and
Yeah.
yeah, starts out in the main crux of it is like
Oh, I'm
70
sorry.
to
I was
80.
thinking Full Metal Jacket. Yes. Yes, you're right.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say about Ray Liotta. It's just like I got it back. The Godfather is definitely about like the heads of the family running everything, but in the Goodfellas, you're
Just
you're
Goodfellas.
following. What? Oh, because I said the Goodfellas. Whatever, I messed up. In Goodfellas, you're following like a low-level person, sort of making his way up, and they're very different vibes.
Right.
Yep.
I don't remember what that had to do with what I was going to say earlier, but that's what I was going to say. All right, so let's take it. We're going to talk about all three of these movies. Let's take it section by section.
Let's just do the order on the dock.
Okay, great. So first movie, my movie, Full Metal Jacket.
My movie.
I chose because I chose this because
joking. Continue.
I just felt like it was the least culturally important. I don't even know if that's true.
sorry. I'm so glad that we saw this movie together and that I had my memory right that we were in drama class because part of me it was like, is this just like a fabrication that I? And it was the only time I'd ever seen the movie too. So continue.
Didn't fresh up on it.
Oh no, I saw it. I watched it this week. I watched all three.
I'm just joking. I didn't watch the other two, but I got them like the back of my hand. If I'm being
Oh,
honest.
wow.
Let's test them, boys and
It's
girls.
fine. It sounds great.
Not gonna test.
So, Full Metal Jacket came out in 1987, as we said, directed by Stanley Kubrick. Stars Matthew Modine, R. Lee Ermey as the drill sergeant, my guy. Vincent D'Onofrio, Adam Baldwin, Dorian Harewood, and Arliss Howard. Wouldn't call all those guys like household names.
No.
Definitely faces that you've seen before over the course of the years, but
Yeah, homie. The main guy, Joker, is in Joker. The main guy is in Stranger Things.
nice.
he's like-
that's Matt Modine.
Matt Modine. Yeah.
Yeah. Vincent D'Onofrio, I would say, is probably the most famous out of
Yeah.
everybody, but
Law
he's
and
not
Order.
like Law and Order. He's the bug from
the bug.
from Men in Black.
Oh, nice.
He's in a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff, and
Sugar water.
the name, it's a memorable name, Vincent D'Onofrio. Maybe because I had a Vincent D'Onofrio in my high school class. Good guy.
The same name.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. He's a twin.
What was his brother's name?
Gerard.
They were both in your class?
Yeah, they're good guys.
Was he named after?
I don't know.
No, that doesn't happen.
I mean, it might, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's related. I don't
big
know.
choice.
I didn't know about Vincent D'Onofrio, the actor, in high school. It wasn't weird to me. And then I mentioned to our dad once, probably, that I was like, oh, yeah, I'm hanging out with this guy, Vincent D'Onofrio. He was like, the actor? I'm like, no. So, anyway, I went to college with him, too. It's a good guy.
Best man at my wedding.
Godfather of My Children. It's great. The log line of Full Metal Jacket. A pragmatic U.S. Marine observes a dehumanizing. I can't speak. A pragmatic U.S. Marine observes the dehumanizing effects of the Vietnam War has on its fellow recruits from a brutal boot camp training to the bloody street of Hue. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hue.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to read that again. But
No, please don't.
You landed the plane. That's all.
I don't know if I did.
It was like a tongue twister in there for a
was.
second.
I was
Bloody
struggling.
boot camp.
It was the third highest grossing film of 1987, which
Wow.
I was surprised about. And as of 1998, has grossed $120 million worldwide. So that's probably after some re-releases. Still very good. Nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, but lost to The Last Emperor, which also won Best Picture that year. So our first section is a ranking out of 5 stars. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked it. I thought it was very good. As per usual with Stanley Kubrick, which I guess I didn't associate with this movie because my only real association with this movie was the boot camp stuff, which is predominantly in like the barracks. I mean, that's not exactly where it all happens, but those are the scenes that I have seen is with the drill sergeant yelling at the people in the barracks. And I don't think about this as a beautiful movie, but it is a beautiful movie, as you could expect with Stanley Kubrick. The shot composition is just fantastic.
Yeah.
There are several that are like memorable. I wrote some of them down. And then it's just the way his camera moves and the way the lighting affects those characters on the screen. It's just really, really good. So I have a few. There's a scene where they're like climbing up a ladder, and then the sunset is juxtaposed against them. That was great. That's in the very beginning. Then there's a scene where they're flying through the helicopter, and that crazy psycho dude is just shooting off random people. But right before that, there's where they're flying through the hills, and like there's mist that's like really close to the ground. And it
Yes.
looks so good.
So cool.
And then the last one, I mean, I can think of a few others, but then the last one, the very last shot of the movie, I think they're singing the Mickey Mouse theme, and they're walking through the burned wreckage of
Very
some
famous
city.
shot.
Yeah, and it's just like the glow on their faces as the. It kind of reminded me of the Sicario shot where they're walking off.
Oh,
into
yeah,
the
it is very
distance and
similar
they
to that.
disappear.
It also kind of looks like, this is kind of crazy poll, but the Vietnam Memorial, I think it's the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C., where it's like a bunch of people, essentially doing that, walking around in their life-size
I think that is the
statues and-
Vietnam Memorial.
yeah.
Could
be like
Korea.
Korean.
Yeah. The other Vietnam. Well, I don't know about, but that's also like the big plaques of all the names too. I think.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, that's the Vietnam.
Okay,
Memorial.
well-
It's got to be.
Fact
There's
check
also
that
another
there's a
shot in the boot camp that's brief and pretty close after the sunset one where they're climbing up ropes and it's like just barely slow motion. Like you can almost not even tell that it's slow motion because
Yeah.
it's so close to normal motion. And I don't know, it just like looks great of just everybody just climbing up the ropes. Similar. It's quick.
Yeah.
It's good.
I thought it was interesting how they basically took you from the beginning to the end of someone's like journey through the Vietnam War, like straight out of boot camp all the way to the horrors. They sort of have their realization that this is like crazy moment. And then, I mean, they didn't finish the war, but like they kind of get through that last action scene and they've all sort of like had a character arc moment. I thought that was really interesting.
And it's interesting that he didn't really like see any action that whole time that they skipped.
Yeah.
That was like the first time he actually went out there and he's like, I want to get out in the shit.
Yeah.
And they were like, man, you don't want to get out in the shit.
Yeah.
Then he gets out there and he's like,
You were
Didn't want
correct.
this.
Yeah. And like he has a peace sign, but he's also wearing a helmet that says "Born to Kill," and it's like all over the place with that.
I thought it would represent the duality of man, sir.
It's pretty good. The actual battle scenes didn't quite live up to. This is not fair because you have to take everything into context. This was made in 1987. Like, they don't sort of live up to my lofty expectations of a war scene that I've seen since. It looked a little dated in parts. Like they kind of, when a guy gets shot, he gets like, it's slow motion and like that stuff, which I don't always like in movies. I would say those are really my only knocks on the film. I thought it was really good. And that's director's choice. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying didn't totally work for me. and I've since seen like Saving Private Ryan, which is incredibly realistic and gnarly. So, but that's really not totally fair to judge that up against that. I would say that was it. And also, like, I don't know how much I enjoyed it. You know, I don't know how many times I'm going to go back to it.
I was surprised by how much I enjoyed it. Like rewatching it, I was like, I really, really like this movie.
Yeah.
I didn't really see that coming, and there was more action in it than I remembered. I thought I remembered the ending kind of being like slower and like not enough action, and it was like with all the sniper stuff and
Yeah.
a bunch of explosions. I don't know how they filmed those giant buildings
Humongous
on fire.
Probably lit them on fire.
Yeah, it was just like large fires very close to these actors.
Crazy. No, I think it's interesting. You said it's like you really liked it. This is like something you'd throw on and like watch? Because I think Kubrick in general can sometimes, some of his stuff can be a little tough to just like throw on.
Yes.
to put it lightly.
I guess I couldn't throw it on, but it was a little more I did enjoy it more than I thought I was going to. Like
Yeah.
I was appreciating it very much, and
I was appreciating it too, yeah. But I don't know if I'm going to throw it on a Tuesday night to vibe
obviously
out.
not going to throw it on a Tuesday night. It's like really dark. But it's like a really good war movie.
I throw on dark movies
What's
sometimes.
your top throw on
What's
Kubrick?
the darkest?
No, top
Kubrick? Well, I can answer for him. His is The Shining.
Yeah, I think that's got to be the answer, right?
I think I might go Eyes Wide Shut.
3 hours.
It's really weird.
I've actually never seen it. That's a resume gap for.
I just ordered it on Criterion.
Nice 4K.
24-hour flash sale. Yeah, 4K.
You
I have a.
text me.
I don't know, man. Sorry. You gotta stay on the up and
Gotta
up.
follow his TikToks.
Yeah, I gotta follow the TikToks. I put it out there. Sorry, I forgot to text
did
you.
Ooh, my bad.
Yeah, and I had a gift card. Shout out to Palias because they gave me a gift card for my 40th birthday.
They asked
So-
me if they should give that to you, and I was like, yes, that's a great idea.
Wow,
'Cause-
it's a great.
Ooh, should I have not said that?
No, that's fine. But I don't want to say how much. Like they, in typical Palia fashion, they were way too generous. So
that's nice.
thank you very much, and I'm going to text them soon because as soon as I actually get the discs and make sure everything's okay, I'm going to text them. This is what I got.
Yeah.
So I cleaned up. I got 6 4Ks. It's great. Couldn't tell you what they are now.
Okay, I was gonna say.
One was a Princess Bride.
William Goldman.
Yeah. Shout out All the President's Men.
All the President's Men.
One was Captain Blood, an old.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, you have. It's an old.
Swashbuckler?
Yeah, it's
Is it?
it's Errol Flynn,
Errol Flynn?
on a
Okay,
pirate
all right,
ship.
yeah, I gotcha.
Same music and everything. I got.
They just copy and paste.
I'm so excited to watch it. I got Mean Streets, early Scorsese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't remember. Oh, I got Network,
Ooh.
which I really thought about doing for this episode. Have
Yeah.
not
I
seen
I think
it.
I was pushing for Network for you.
Yeah, but then I was like, I knew I wanted to get it on 4K.
Yeah.
And
wanted
there
to wait.
wasn't. I wanted to wait, so I was like, I don't want to rent it and then buy it, so it wouldn't have worked out.
Next one.
I'm glad. Yeah, next one.
Now you can't watch it till you record the follow up.
I haven't seen that
I'm
one.
gonna
in a
watch
while
it tomorrow
either.
as soon as it comes in the mail. And I'm missing one other one too, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, I have a couple more notes on this, and then we can do the other things. I didn't love the voiceover.
Neither
that
did I.
much. Voiceover didn't really add much.
Only happened like 3 times.
Did.
The only reason
It's
I
jarring
was
every
kind of
time.
okay with it was because it's based off a book, and I was like, they're probably doing parts of the book.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Very funny at times, predominantly in the beginning, but even throughout, in a very dark, disturbing movie. Very harrowing depiction of war. How about that? Very funny at times. And the last thing, the racial slurs. I get it. It was the 70s. They were tough. It was
Yeah.
tough to get through. There was a lot of
Also
them,
not
and some of
really-
them were like really bad.
Yeah.
And it was kind of tough to get through. So I mean, I'm not defending it even from the 70s standpoint. I think it was supposed to be jarring and offensive. I think that was the goal, but it was. And as the further you get out of those movies, you kind of just wondered, like, did we have to put that? Like Pulp Fiction has some serious racial slurs in there, and I love that movie. And it's like every time I watch it, I'm like, man, this just didn't really need to be in there. Probably serves a little bit more of the plot and the characterization for people in Full Metal Jacket. Like I think there was some thought behind it, and I don't want to say it made sense, and I don't want to condone it, of course, but it's just like when you see it or when you hear it, it's like, man, that's ugh.
Yeah.
So didn't love that.
Definitely jarring.
So those are my main notes before we get into the couple lists that we have. Did you rewatch it?
I haven't rewatched it. No, I rewatched Jack's, but I was more familiar with Full Metal Jacket. But
Yeah.
no.
Makes sense.
For me, I think probably the same for a lot of people. Like the beginning does stick out like in my memory so much more than everything else.
Yeah.
And I think that's like, it's really striking and intense, and at times funny. But then it's also, I think that's the part that gets like parodied the most, and like
Definitely.
Yeah, it's like one
that's
of
the
the-
part that people know.
Alex was watching. She's like, "Oh, it's Cadet Kelly." She kept on saying Cadet Kelly. I was like, "What's Cadet Kelly?" She's like, "The one with Hilary Duff, the Disney
And
Channel original movie."
Christy
And I was
Carlson
just like,
Romano.
"Okay, this is just wait 20 more minutes. You're not going to be comparing it to this movie." But I kept on saying this is like the first, it's like one of the first barracks boot camp movies. You know what I mean? That
Probably.
got parodied. What's the one with the Wayans brother?
Major Payne.
Major Payne.
Good movie.
Super good.
really good
Yeah.
I just
movie,
rewatched that one instead. I'm just kidding. This is like last year. I put it
It's
on.
fine.
It's hella good.
I love that movie. I haven't seen it in 25 years, but I saw it 30 times. In the first
Yeah, it was
6 years
always
it
on
came out.
TV.
All the time. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say again. I'm going to cut this part out anyway
Why?
because I forgot what I was going to say.
This is the good stuff.
Whatever. All right, just keep going.
Yeah, I don't have it.
A Full Metal Jacket is a firearm projectile consisting of a soft lead core encased in a harder metal shell, typically copper, which reduces barrel fouling, don't know what that means, and increases penetration compared to soft point bullets. Primarily used in target practice and military applications, FMJ bullets do not expand upon impact, often leading to complete penetration. So there you go. Penetrating to the soul. That's my take.
You taught us something today, Josh.
Well, I'm just saying.
I thought it was the clip.
See, Dick, I did fucking teach him something.
Oh, I didn't even pick up the sarcasm there.
Trying to
Adam.
Webster's Dictionary.
Didn't even rewatch the movie over here.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Speaking of swearing,
He's back.
I was going to say that I wanted to do a list of all my favorite lines from Arlie Ermy when he's just yelling at people and insulting
Yeah,
them. But
it's
I looked
tough.
him up and I was like, you know what? We swear on this podcast, but he's saying some really gnarly shit.
yeah,
So I decided not to do that. So if you want to have a good laugh, I'm sure there's a YouTube thing out there. And not all of them are going to make you laugh. Some of them are going to make you
He
like, ugh.
slips in a lot of stuff in there.
Oh, it's there's a lot. It
really
goes
gnarly.
so fast, but
It does. It's pretty good.
well, I would say 75% of it is really funny, and the other 25% goes
like
back into the
extremely offensive, what we were talking
what we were
about,
talking
and-
about earlier. Jarring. My three favorite characters from this movie, of course, Gunnery Sergeant Hartman
Yeah.
by our guy Arlie Ermy, the drill instructor. Joker, Matt Modine, we brought him up. He's kind of the main guy you follow through, I would say.
For sure.
And Cowboy, Arliss Howard,
Yeah.
who we just finished watching Moneyball last night, which was tough, and I cried.
Yeah.
But
This is opening day.
that's part of it. There were reasons we started watching it a while back. There's a new documentary out called The Last Game.
Oh.
We went to a showing of it. It's now on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like an hour long. Highly recommend it. And we went to a showing at it because a screening of it because they were playing it at Becky's hair salon. So she got an email. She's like, "Do you want to go to this?" I was like, "Not really." She's like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "All right, we'll go." So we took the kids. It was a tear fest. I was terrible. If anybody's listening doesn't know what we're talking about the A's, and they moved. So it was really good. And then when we got back, I was like, maybe we should try watching Moneyball. This was a couple weeks ago. So we watched the first half, and then it got late. Anyway, finished it this week. And the same guy is the owner of the Red Sox on that movie, Arliss Howard.
Nice.
Good job.
Yeah.
Landed the plane. Jack was worried.
No.
My three favorite scenes.
Cowboy's awesome though.
Yeah, he's
Really-
awesome.
We didn't really talk about it.
He's great.
Yeah.
Gets blown up.
Yeah.
When Joker reunites with Cowboy, that's a good scene. They like
Oh yeah.
after a
so
long
good.
time, you got all the guys around there just like being cool with each other. Then one guy like tries to be tough. That's the guy that's in
Oh, what's he in?
Independence Day. He like.
Oh, yeah.
He like.
Also on my my long list.
I
of
know.
resume gaps.
I was pushing.
We were pushing for
Day.
Independence Day,
between
but
the
then
two.
we're like, you know what? It should be Goodfellas. That's like the quote unquote more of a movie that someone should see.
It
think
fit
so?
in with our trio also.
Yeah.
I guess so.
bit.
Next-
I mean,
next one.
Independence
Next
Day
one.
is definitely a Josh and Jack movie, and it should
like
be
an
an
America
era.
Like
movie.
a 200 million people movie.
No, I'm with you. I don't think it's as highly regarded in a
Okay,
real
well,
way.
Yeah, it's like a blockbuster, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fucking great. I love Independence Day. Don't twist us around. I'm right about what I said.
You're the one that brought it up.
I am. I stand by it. Anyway, so that guy gets all chest puffy and everything, and then
Yeah. And,
and
he
then
drops
there's
some racial slurs.
he certainly does.
And then like kind of then I'm like, oh, he's the bad guy. Then he like is kind of not the bad guy.
which is I think kind of like the duality of man, Jack.
Oh.
Kill them all.
Jungian.
Peace.
Huh?
Jungian. Like Carl Jung.
Oh, okay.
He says that in
Jungian.
the movie.
I got it.
Jungian.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say? How do you, I
Well,
said
like that-
Jungian?
I don't know. I couldn't.
Jungian.
I thought you were. I got. Well, I don't want to
It's
say
not Carl
something
Jung.
without
It's
words.
Onion, Jack.
The final battle is brutal, but it's really good,
Yeah.
and it's like the apex of the movie.
So good.
And then am I?
Surprised that the action didn't work for you as much.
I didn't say it didn't work. It's just it's a little dated. They do a lot of slow
I
motion.
agree with the slow motion shots here and there. Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're talking about. Knocking it from a 5 to a 4.
That's a big jump.
That and the
20%.
voiceover
B minus. You gave this.
and the fact
Yeah. Yes.
I don't do letter grades. I do 4 out of 5. 4 is a great movie to me.
Okay.
Not a perfect movie. And the fact that I don't want to like rewatch it a bunch. Those 3 things
That's fair.
knocked it from 5 to 4. Very hard to get to 5 stars for me.
He forgot what he was going to say again.
No, I got it right here. my number one scene is the whole first section. The whole everything in training camp. If you want to cut it to an actual scene, and then the first scene that the drill sergeant shows up and is just yelling at everybody. It's so funny. I was laughing out loud. Becky was like, not. But I was laughing a lot. So that would be my first. But then all the training stuff, if we can include that, I'll include that. If we can't, just the very first time. Really tough when Vincent D'Onofrio goes crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haunting.
Really good scene. Not one of my favorite. Like it's haunting.
There's
Yeah.
a slow mo shot in that too.
And well, there is.
Did he get nominated for supporting or
I
anything
don't think
for
so.
that?
No.
His face, just his little
Very
smile.
iconic. That
Very
like the
iconic.
shot of him being all scary.
Yeah. Can't unsee.
We watch a lot of movie quizzes in our house because I watched a couple of them.
Least surprising thing you've said
Right.
all day.
I watched like years ago. We watched a couple on YouTube, and then James was just like, "I just want to watch movie quizzes," and I'm like, "All right." So now all my whole algorithm is movie quizzes. But that one, like a lot of them is like one frame from a movie, and that one came up. It was like him with his staring up from his eye, really gnarly. And James was like, "What the? What is that?" And I was like, "I don't know. I haven't seen that movie." And it was Full Metal Jacket. And this is a while ago.
So you didn't even but that's interesting though. Like you didn't replace it from just like the image of it.
No.
Okay.
I mean, once I saw it once, to your point,
Sure.
Then I knew.
Okay.
But I hadn't
Yeah.
seen it, so I didn't really know. Anyway,
I like the part.
glaze right over that.
Well, I didn't know if we were going to touch on it anymore. I like the part when he gets, he's like bugging all right, Joker is now in Vietnam pretty early in the Vietnam parts. And he has like the boss. He's part of the Stars and Stripes program,
Yeah.
the boss of the Stars and Stripes. And he's like, I want to get out there. And he's like bugging him. And he's like, fine, go or something. And he like sends him out on the mission to Way or whatever. And then the guy's like, I want to go, or, permission to go with him, sir. And he's like, permission granted. And then Joker's like, no, permission to have him not come with me. And then he's like, permission denied. He's going with you. You're stuck with him. You're responsible for him now. And that's the second time that he's been told that you're responsible for someone. And the first time was with Vincent D'Onofrio. And so
Yeah.
he's just like triggered
Oh, no.
and like brings
Yeah.
him back.
Tough beat.
I think he survives though.
I was trying to wonder that too because they mentioned him several times. I was thinking about that. I was like, I actually don't remember him dying. The second
No, I
guy.
think he survives.
Yeah. Well, at least on screen. 3 movies that are similar in ranking of said movies. So I got 4 movies total. Or I actually did 5.
So you
That was
put
confusing.
point of order. You put this in with those.
I did, yes.
Okay, I got you.
I didn't do that. This is a classic long list thing.
Well, I just figured we would want to juxtapose it against the movies I chose.
Let's see.
So I chose 4 movies because I had a tough time with this because some of the movies are pretty, right on board with it, but I haven't seen them in a while.
Okay.
So I went with other Vietnam movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could have gone with other war movies. Got it. So the movies I went with are Apocalypse Now, Platoon, First Blood, Full Metal Jacket, and The Five Bloods.
In that order?
Nope.
Oh.
I haven't seen Platoon and Apocalypse Now in a long time.
Okay.
So I kind of have them. And, well, here, I'll give you my ranking. Platoon,
Yeah.
number 5.
Yeah.
It's a good movie,
It's okay.
and it's just kind of intense, and it's...
It's a little glorification of war as
Yeah.
opposed to commentary on it, I'd say.
well, I haven't seen it in a while. That's a...
Oliver Stone.
Thank you. He's really not happy about the Vietnam War, so I doubt
yeah.
it glorifies it that much, if I'm
Yeah.
being honest. But I haven't seen it in a while.
There's just like a lot of like action.
Yeah.
It's like more of an action movie than the others.
I did The Five Bloods next. I really liked that movie.
Yeah, me too.
That was cool. And we watched it recently for that Netflix thing, or I did. Full Metal Jacket, I put 3rd. First Blood is awesome. It's
Cool.
really good.
Yeah.
And he's not in Vietnam, but it deals with the after
I was
effects.
gonna say, isn't he in the Pacific Northwest?
It's a psychological. It's really good. I really like First Blood, and I did Apocalypse Now, kind of by default because it's viewed as one of those movies. But I haven't seen it in a long time, and I would struggle to talk
you
about
got
it intelligently. What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably
It's
one
probably
of the
exactly what you remember.
Yeah. Well, I should watch it again. Is my
Super
point.
long.
So that's it. That's all the list we have for that. Do you guys want to talk about Full Metal Jacket anymore?
Adam?
You
It's
never
okay.
gave me your most rewatchable or throw it on Kubrick. I heard Jax was shining.
I did.
Oh, you agree with us?
No,
No,
you
I did Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, I thought that was a joke. Okay.
It's good.
What's yours?
Yeah. What's yours?
It's shining. It's got to be shining for me.
Okay.
But when I was younger, I was a deranged Clockwork Orange.
Never seen it.
head. Oh my god!
Wow.
I know. I actually have it in my house right now from the library.
That's a tough hang.
That is a tough hang.
Well, I hear that.
It's
but
also kind of
we're-
like another dorm room.
I'm
movie.
researching for our podcast next week.
Oh.
He just winked to those of you who.
It's on video. Maybe. Actually, don't know if it will be.
Yeah, that was a tough hang, man.
Yeah. All right. Calm it down, because I have to convince my wife to watch this movie.
Oh, honestly, I wouldn't even try.
No, I don't think she's gonna. She told me she's like, I'm not gonna watch that. with you."
Has she seen it?
No.
Okay, yeah. Just that's a Josh one.
Sick.
Yeah.
I might not get to it. I gotta. We're doing. Well, I don't know if I want to say.
You ever read it? Were you in that class?
I wasn't
with me?
in that class. No.
No, it was another Ma Hawkins class.
We love
Ma Hawkins.
Shout out Ma Hawkins.
Ma Hawkins.
Me and Jack's English teacher.
She didn't like to be called that, so we didn't really call her that. Her name was Martha Hawkins. She would prefer to be called Miss Hawkins,
Got it.
but Ma Hawkins was our secret name for her. No, but I read that book, Clockwork Orange, and you need like a dictionary with it because it's like essentially written in their little
Drugish or whatever.
Drugish or whatever their little language they speak is.
He doesn't know what. He
I
doesn't know
haven't seen the
anything
movie.
about what
I don't know what you're talking
about.
about.
You know how Cockney people like have their own
Oh,
language? They have their whole own language.
Who?
The Clockwork Orange gang.
Got it.
You'll-
So it's not like Cockney's English. It's not like some.
It's a made up.
It's a
version
made
of
up
it
version
with words
Got it.
that you
of
need
an
context
English
clues.
sub-language.
There you
Yes.
go. I understand now.
Yep. Sorry.
Just saying Drugish all over again.
Bless you.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back with the next movie. All right, we're back. We're doing Jack's movie next, All the President's Men. Take it away, Jack.
All the President's Men. Came out in 1976, directed by Alan Pakula, written by our guy William Goldman, who also did Marathon Man and President's Men in the same year.
Wow.
Princess Bride, Misery, Maverick.
Oh,
Yeah,
he wrote that?
banger.
He also wrote Butch Cassidy.
Butch Cassidy, yeah. Based on the 1974 nonfiction book by the journalists Carl Bernstein and Bob Woodward, stars Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman as Woodward and Bernstein, respectively. And they're investigating Watergate for the Washington Post.
Yeah. Sick.
It was a big movie. Got a bunch of Oscar nominations. Picture, director, supporting actor for Jason Robards, who won. Supporting actress for... I lost it. Supporting actress Jane Alexander. Screenplay, art direction, film editing, sound. It won for sound, it won for art direction, and won for screenplay.
Kind of surprising, actually. It's like
Which part?
don't consider that a sound or like an art direction movie.
Yeah, the sound was interesting. But maybe there's a lot of... Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of sound in the movie.
There is. I just wouldn't think of like I think of like like F1 won this year.
Right.
It's not like that type of sound.
No.
But it's like the sound of, well, you'll get into it, but the sound of working and like the sound of
Yeah, the sound of
process.
The Office.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's also all the like deep throat stuff in the quiet,
Sure.
parking lot and the running around.
Yeah.
And that one scene where he's running around. Okay, so has there ever been a movie made so close to such a huge news story and done so well? I mean, I can think of like they had that World Trade Center movie that came out pretty close to 9/11, but nobody saw it or it wasn't that good.
What, United 93 or a different one?
Well,
they had
actually,
a couple of them. United
United
93
93
was
got nominated for Best Picture.
yeah, and
So
people
that
were
one-
like, "This is great," and I'll never watch it again. I never saw it.
I saw it.
I never saw it.
Yeah, it's a
just
solid.
like
It's
little
exactly
close to home.
But it came out
Yeah,
like a couple years after.
very
probably.
soon.
right.
Yeah.
And World Trade Center was pretty close after that. That I never saw. That was the one with Nick Cage.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna look that up while you're.
But it's crazy to me that just 4 years later, and it came out 4 years later, meaning that they were filming this and writing this probably like 2 years after it happened.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff, especially in like not the epilogue, but the coda kind of at the end of the film.
When they're just dropping the headlines.
Yeah.
Is like, it was happening just a couple years ago. It's crazy. So I can't even imagine just like being there during this time and being able to like witness all this unfold as it was going down.
I have a list
on
here.
the big screen.
According
Okay.
to AI on Google. So
All right.
Dog Day Afternoon came out in 1975. Filmed only a few years after the real 1972 Brooklyn bank robbery. I don't know if this is like a.
Did not know that was a real bank robbery.
I don't know that. That could just be inspiration. We're putting our hands into AI here. I
It's a
don't
new
know.
segment.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't fact check any of this. I didn't know that was a real thing either. So it might just be based on The Impossible. This actually did happen.
yeah.
That was a 2012 movie about the tsunami in the Indian Ocean, and that happened in 2004. Captain Phillips.
Okay, but
again,
that's still
that's
8 years
Yeah,
later.
no,
you know?
I-
Okay, what about
I'm not like discrediting.
No,
you.
I know.
Is The Big Short on there?
Yeah, but that's a while too.
Was that, like,
2008, 2000?
No, that's
no,
pretty,
that's like
pretty
6 years,
quick.
7
yeah,
years?
you're right.
Good. It is not on here. Good job.
Come on, AI.
I know, right? We can't trust anything.
I'll just call Adam.
United 93
Don't do that.
did make the list. Captain Phillips, I didn't know was a real thing either.
Whoa.
2009.
Have you seen Captain Phillips?
Yeah. 2009 was when it happened, and 2013 was when the movie made. So that's pretty quick. turnaround.
Sully?
Ooh, Sully.
Sully, I don't know. Yeah, that was pretty quick too, huh?
Yeah.
That's
I never
not on
saw
here.
it though.
Kind of the same film.
Quiz show? No, that was a 1950s thing. That came out in the 90s. Bad job by them.
Them, meaning yeah.
The other one that they gave was Against the Ice, which tells a 1909 Danish expedition. It came out in 2022.
We broke
All
it.
right. AI, we're still
AI,
going to work
you
on a
suck.
couple things.
It's drunk. But yeah, It's just crazy.
It's
to me
crazy
that
how with a turnaround on that. And it was
Yes.
a really prestigious movie.
yeah,
And, had
very
huge-
very influential.
Yes.
Which is
what do you mean by that?
well, so I knew that this was just going to be a movie about them like figuring out Watergate, right?
Hell yeah.
And that's all that really happens.
Hell
I don't know what order to talk about this in.
Just say what you want to say, because I think I know what you
I
want to
don't
say.
want to give this like 4 stars.
Whoa.
I would give it 4 stars if it weren't so influential in film. And the fact that it was made so close to after Watergate. But
4 stars is great.
It's a B-.
I hate your actual going
yeah,
to...
4 stars is okay, but I mean, no. I mean, like, everybody loves this movie. It's considered one of the greatest movies of all time.
I gave Full Metal Jacket 4 stars. Let me push back on the B- thing for a second. An F is an F, yes?
Yeah, 2.5 stars.
No, see, I disagree with that. Because
What is it, 0 stars to you?
I don't know what I would qualify as an F, but a 2.5 star movie is like right down the middle.
That's
It's not good, it's not bad.
Oh.
Is that a C to you then?
Yeah, it's a C.
Okay.
2.5, I would consider a very bad movie.
Why would you consider it a bad movie? It's
Or-
right in the middle.
That's why I don't love the 5-star thing. Because 2.5 is just so few stars.
Well, it's
You lost
it's
a lot
movie.
of stars.
Yeah, it's a movie. You know, it's not, anything below 2.5 stars out of 5. I mean, we're talking right down the middle. Anything below that, I didn't like very much. If you go further below that, it's bad. 2.5 is just like, it's a movie.
That's like a C.
It's like a C.
C. So
All right,
like,
so like a B-.
No, it's like a C. In his world, a 2.5 would be an F. Because
Yes.
that's half.
50%.
That's 50%.
It's a
That's an
failing.
F.
It's a
It's
failing
fail.
grade.
Yeah. But I don't
your
like that.
movie was
I'm pushing
bad.
back. But I don't think a 2.5 star movie is bad like an F is bad.
What's a 2.5 star movie?
Fucking Benjamin Button.
Fuck. Okay.
Just kidding. I actually hate that movie. It's F. We were talking about it off mic, so I had to think of one real quick. I don't remember. Oh shit. I don't remember what I gave Benjamin Button. It might have been a 2.
Oh yeah, that's like a F-.
I don't remember. F minus. All right,
So,
continue, Jack.
yeah, this
We're
movie's
getting
pretty
off the
boring.
rails. I'm right though. It's what?
This movie's pretty boring.
Oh my god.
It just, okay. I needed them to figure out that Nixon was involved in the movie, and they didn't. I mean, they got that his main dude was,
Well,
but like they're never like the president was involved in this, which I just needed that moment. And
but
then
that's
they
not
do
what
it-
happened though.
Right.
Because
I
you're
know.
like changing history. Go watch Ford versus Nixon.
Or Frost Nixon.
Ford versus Ferrari. Ferrari?
Yeah, Ford versus Ferrari. Also good. Yeah. Frost Nixon's what I meant.
Frost Nixon. Frost Nixon's pretty good. They
is
figured
pretty
it
good.
out. It just, I don't know. Maybe I need to. Am I wrong in thinking that this? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Spotlight and Zodiac are miles and miles better than this movie, and obviously, all the President's Men walked so that these movies could run. But
Yeah.
I think I have that tattooed on my back.
they just do such a better job at their climax and figuring stuff. Well, I guess Zodiac doesn't really figure it out, but it's still wildly entertaining. And this was like they're just saying a bunch of names that I don't really know who any of the people are anymore.
Yeah,
and I get that it's history, but some of it just doesn't sell it enough.
Sounds
for
like
me.
you hate this movie and you
I
gave it
don't.
4 stars, B minus.
I don't hate this movie. It was good, and I understand what's like going on with why it's so like that's what I'm saying is it's really hard for me to put myself in 1976.
Yeah.
And be like, holy shit, this is awesome being able to witness. But now it's just like so old, and like they don't even talk about the Nixon part of it, which I get
they
it.
kinda-
It's
they
not
kinda do,
history.
but-
Although at the end they're typing away like they're the ones who typed it out. So just like cut ahead and do that part where
Oh,
they
I
figure it
love
out.
the ending. And then
Where they're just
and then-
typing it?
Yeah, and then they zoom out and the TV is like on Nixon,
Yeah,
so it's like
with the both of
a
them.
looming specter over their continued stories. It's great.
Yeah. There's some really, really good shots in this. A lot of deep focus in this movie.
A lot of
Like
deep throat in this
Oh
movie.
my goodness.
you could just see through the whole room.
By the way, that guy deep throats that guy
Ha
from Into the
Holbrook.
Wild.
I know. It's my guy.
You should love this movie.
I know. I do. Oh, okay. I do.
Hold on, we were watching that first scene when Deep Throat is on, and he's like completely obscured. You can barely see any of him. And Monique, my wife, is just like, "Oh wait, who is that actor? But I can't see him."
It's Hal Holbrook.
It's Hal Holbrook.
I guess she knew too.
Well, when the opening credits happened and they're saying all the names, and then Hal Holbrook showed up, I was like, we got Hal Holbrook in this
You were
movie.
ready.
And then when he was Deep Throat, I clocked him. I was just like, my guy is Deep Throat.
Wait, what did Monique think of this movie?
She watched the first half.
Oh God.
I think she maybe. I mean, she only saw half of it. I kind of identify with what you're saying, Jacob. It's like kind of like the movie starts and then there's just like 50 things in a row. Like they just figure out like 50 clues, and all of them kind of seem very sequential and maybe not as monumental as they should be.
Right.
It kind of feels like the middle of this movie is like an hour and 45 minutes.
Or the end of it is just like they need one more piece of information and then they just like kind of have to get a hint from someone. They get a lot of hints.
A lot of hints.
In this movie, which I get, at least becomes a trope in the movie. So it's consistent. But there's a thing that people on the phone can't say things. So it's like, hang up if I got this information wrong.
I love that scene.
I like that scene a lot too, but then they do it like 5 other times.
Yeah.
And the literal climax of this movie is like, we only have 10 minutes to get one more hint. So call this guy. And then he calls him and he gets the hint, and that's it. It's just, it was very undramatic to me. Like, I was not in suspense. I wasn't worried because obviously I know they figured it out. But I really like the first half, and it's moving and grooving, and I love process movies, love journalist movies, but it just seemed a little too easy. I don't know.
5 stars for your guy, Josh.
Really?
Oh yeah, 5 is
5
5
stars?
I absolutely love this movie.
It just didn't have a lot of juice at the end. I think that's the best way to put it for me. Although one of the last scenes is one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
With your guy Robards?
No, the second Deep Throat meeting.
Oh.
Well, I'll get to it.
Okay, we're ready.
All right, so my top 3 characters. Number 3, Ben Beasley, Jason Robards.
Hell yeah, dude.
Our guy from Magnolia.
Should be number 1.
Old guy in Magnolia.
Yeah. He's at the end of Crimson Tide. Super good. Just shows up for no reason.
He's like a total, I don't know if he's a sleazeball. I don't know what he is. I don't know if the actor was drunk. I don't know if he's supposed to be. He's kind of like slurring his way through this whole thing.
I think they're all drunk and smoking cigarettes. For
Yeah. But he does a really good job of like, oh, I hate this guy. And then he ends up being on their side.
He's
and
the
kind
dad
of
in
having their
Parenthood.
back. Oh, really?
Sorry.
And
You love him.
I do. I love Jason Robards.
number 2, I have Deep Throat, Hal Holbrook. I just love Hal Holbrook. And he's total weird and creepy. And, you know.
Yeah.
I still remember when they like, when Deep Throat like came out and was like, oh, it was me. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was like,
I was just about to ask, do we ever find out?
it was like 10 years or 7 years ago. I remember
It
seeing
might
it
have
on
been
the
after
news.
he died.
Nah, I think he was. I remember him like being like a really old dude in like some random house.
What was his job or role like?
Don't remember.
Don't remember.
I think he was Hal Holbrook.
Yeah, he's an actor.
Got it.
Nominated for Into the Wild. Number 1, I got Harry Rosenfeld, Jack Warden. Okay, so I didn't do the 2 main guys because they're obviously the best people in this movie, and it's a list of 3 people.
Jack Warden's great.
Jack Warden, man, fucking The Replacements.
The replacement.
Somehow this man looks just the same age.
He's another one of those. He's got the Gene Hackman thing where he's just been like
He's always looked like an old
52
dude.
for 60 years.
Yeah, he looks exactly the same in The Replacements when he was like 85 years old and died a couple years later after that.
He looked the
And-
same in like 19. He was in that movie Kevin Can Wait. He looked the same in that movie.
Yes.
It was like
What
1973.
is happening? It's probably cigarettes. I'm clocking cigarettes for that one.
He's in The Verdict.
But he's great, and he has their back the whole time. I love it. He's kind of like, he's a little bit like the Liev Schreiber role, from Spotlight.
Yeah.
I literally had to throw on Spotlight last night just to get a little more juice in me.
I almost threw it on too.
Yeah, I was just like, I just need something a little more exciting. I threw on JFK too.
Oh, we almost watched that too. That's crazy.
I paused
Wow, we were in
Spotlight, and I
sync.
was just like, let me get some JFK in here right now.
We had a long day yesterday. Becky
Okay.
and I, we were both really tired. And we're like,
A little palate cleanser with JFK.
Well, she brought it up.
Spotlight.
She was like, "You want to watch JFK?" I was like, "Fucking yeah." And then I was like, "Nah, let's just watch something that we don't really have to think about."
Like Spotlight.
Well, I kind of brought it out as a joke, and a bunch of other movies that we'd seen before. We ended up watching something we hadn't seen that we were researching for next week's pod.
What was it?
Gattaca.
Oh, Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, didn't finish it. I was really tired. Should have gone with Spotlight. Anyway, so I was going through a couple things and like, oh, you want to watch this? She's like, I feel like we just watched Spotlight. I was like, we're in a perpetual state of having just watched Spotlight. That's not the point. And at this point, I'm just doing it for the bit, but she
Right.
almost went for it. Sorry, Adam.
Yeah.
I love Spotlight, just
Okay. Good.
not as much as Rat Race. So.
Fair.
Yeah. Homie isn't in it.
Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson doesn't show
You
up.
can only get a
He was
4 out
waiting
of
the whole
5
time.
because he doesn't appear in Spotlight.
I reserve all 5 stars for Rowan Atkinson movies.
He's watching Goodfellas. He's like, I know it's coming eventually.
He's got to be in
He
here
would have been
somewhere.
great in Goodfellas. We'll get there.
Favorite scenes.
Let's do it.
Number 3, the last Deep Throat scene,
Yeah.
where he doesn't have to do much. Again, not a lot of work done here by these guys. But like, Robert Redford is just kind of like, you really need to tell me. And then there's like a 5-second pause, and then he kind of just like lets it all go.
Yeah.
Or not all of it, but it says a lot more than he has. But that was probably the most moment I felt like, oh, here we go. And then he like goes out into the streets and thinks he's being chased, and there's all that suspense, and
Yeah.
yeah, I really like that. Really good cinematography in there too. I was like, we're cooking with gas right now, but and then it kind of just stops.
Monique did call out the lighting in the Deep Throat scenes as just being kind of dope.
Yeah.
Like you can see Robert Redford super well, and then Deep Throat is just like a sliver. He's like a
He's in the shadows.
yeah.
Reminded me
Batman.
of The Dark Knight when he's underground and in the parking lot driving through, and there's only like some of the lights are on, or he like turns all the lights off. But it's also like, what is this creepy garage where there's like literally only one light on? What kind of building are we in? The first scene where Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman hook up, and Robert Redford's writing his piece, and he puts it down, and then Dustin Hoffman picks it up, and then Robert Redford's like, "Did he just pick up my paper?" And he goes and puts down another
that's
one,
good,
and he
that's
goes
good,
and
that's
gets
good.
it, and then I love the line where he's just like, "It's better than
better
mine.
this
It's
way."
better than mine. So chill out," because Dustin Hoffman's just like a tweaker in this movie.
Yeah.
He's just like
He's freaking out.
literally surviving on cigarettes and coffee the whole time.
Too much coffee.
And number 1, I have the opening. I really like when they're breaking in, and it's kind of like
yeah.
action packed, and it bleeds in with with Robert Redford going to the courtroom, and I love how in the courtroom he like literally can't hear the people up front, and he has to like lean in and doesn't know what he's saying, and he's bothering that guy the whole time. So those are the 3 I wrote down. I do like a lot of other scenes. We talked about the scene where they're calling a bunch of people at once, which
Yeah.
kind of reminded me of Moneyball when they're doing
yeah.
the trade.
I like all the scenes where all the heads of the newspaper are in there arguing at the table.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I like the scene where, like, I forget exactly who, but they get someone with some sort of, incriminating thing. And then he calls the head of the newspaper, which is Jason Robards. He's like, you have to whatever. He's like, sure, we can do that as long as you do this. I can't exactly remember the details.
Yeah.
But he, like, plays it cool, and he like, puts his hand over the phone. He's like, it's whatever. And he's calling because he's pissed that you guys got his thing. He goes, hey, good to see you. And then he
He
totally
needs-
gets him to confirm something.
Yeah, he confirms it because he cares more about his wife not knowing that he met up with
that's what
the
it is.
lady
Yeah,
news reporter.
right.
He's like, I don't want my wife and kids to know.
Sure, then just confirm
Then
whatever.
Just confirm the thing. It's great. That's perfect.
It's really good
That,
stuff.
that whole sequence was going to be on my list.
Yeah.
Where she tells them, and she's like a little late telling them, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
he calls her back, and they're all on the
They're
phones
all on
listening.
the phone. That's
Yeah,
a
that
really
should be
good
on
scene.
my list. That's a really good scene. I also really like the what's her name? Jane what? I like the scene with her where Dustin Hoffman goes to her house
Yeah.
in the dark and gets some information. He says the letters of the names where he's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Jane.
yeah.
And then Robert Redford's like, we need to go back and we need to tell her that we already know that it's Porter, and or I think that's the name.
Yeah.
And if she denies that it's Porter, then we know that it's not Porter. But if she doesn't deny, then
we
they
know
go
it's
back, and
Porter.
the plan works perfectly.
Yeah.
Of course,
They do that like 6
they
times.
do that a
this
bunch of
movie.
times. Yeah, they
We
do a
know
lot
P
of
is
like
Porter.
tricking of people to get stuff.
Yeah.
Pretending they have other sources on things,
Yeah,
just having them confirm their suspicisions.
yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
And they're kind of always, they're always right?
They are kind of always right.
kind of.
Which made me wonder about at the times, is this just
I think it was The Post. That was funny.
that was okay. But why did I pluralize times? True. At the time, did people have like some idea that any of these people might be involved? Was it like something like nowadays where, the general public knows that some shady shit went down with our government, but like it's just never been confirmed? Was it like that for the majority of people and then the Post confirmed it? Or was it just like absolute shock that all of these people were involved?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Wasn't there.
Okay. So 3 movies that are similar to this movie. I'm Spotlight and Zodiac. I'm going to leave them off this list.
Whoa.
Okay.
Just because
Those are clearly number 1 and
they're
2.
clearly number 1 and 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 3, I have Reds.
I've
Warren
never
Beatty's-
seen Reds.
It's good. It's long.
I hear.
It's good, but it goes a lot of places.
Yeah.
It's like epic it's like the most epic version of like a journalist,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see it. It's on the list.
Spans like a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's good. Really good performances. Number 2, Good Night and Good Luck.
Oh,
It's a really good movie. I didn't see it until a couple years ago.
I still have never seen that either.
Yeah, it's solid. It's pretty short, which helps.
Love that.
Yeah, and does a good job of like
Clooney directed that, right?
does a good job of kind of reeling you in,
Okay.
getting it. Number 1, I have JFK.
Just-
We already talked
just
about
the
that one too,
best.
but
Just the best.
it's just everything I want in an investigative movie.
It's just the best.
I don't even mind Kevin Costner anymore. Like first couple
What do
times.
you mean?
Well, he's doing a not a great accent.
Oh,
It's not his best performance, but no,
pretty good.
I know that's what I'm saying. I'm coming around on it.
okay, great.
He's pretty good.
I think it might be his best performance, Jack.
We'll have to go watch it 3 more times.
I'm with
Let
you.
you know.
Call me.
So, All the President's Men,
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
I accept. 4 out of 5 is a good movie, Adam.
Yeah. Not bad. B minus. B minus gets degrees.
Yeah. It's passing.
All right. Another break. We'll come back. We'll do Adam's movie. All right, we're back. Goodfellas. Adam's movie. Take it away, Adam.
What's going on? All right, I had never seen Goodfellas before. Huge resume gap. This is a, for those of you who don't know, 1990 film directed by Martin Scorsese. We're starring Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, Lorraine Bracco. Bracco?
Yep.
Perfect. And my guy, Paul Sorvino.
Hell yeah.
This is based on Nicholas Pileggi's, botch that, nonfiction book, Wise Guy.
Pileggi, I believe.
Allegedly.
Pileggi. Oh, my God.
So a nonfiction book about his time in the mafia in New York. Story of Henry Hill and his life in the mafia, covering his relationship with his wife Karen and his mob partners Jimmy Conway, which is Robert De Niro, and Tommy DeVito, which is Joe Pesci. This movie grossed $46.8 million in the box office domestically and got 6 nominations at the Academy Awards. Nominated for Picture, Director. Its only win was Supporting Actor for Pesci, well deserved. Also nominated for Supporting Actress, Adapted Screenplay, and Editing. So some decent nominations, but not a ton of wins.
No.
Yeah.
I think this was the... I think he's only won once, Joe Pesci, right? I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he's only won once. And he came up, and his acceptance speech was,
This is an honor. Thank you very much. And then he just walked off or something like that. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Bounced.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would think it would be a long-winded acceptance speech that ended in like multiple people shot and
Jesus. Maybe he's not an Oscar guy. Don't know.
interesting.
He also like retired for years before The Irishman. He like made a bunch of money. He's like, I'm just gonna play golf now.
Yeah. I think we could have snuck in a Ray Liotta nomination in there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
he definitely got snubbed. We're
He's
looking
really
at
good.
Jeremy Irons in Reversal of Fortune. Never seen
This
it.
is for which category?
Leading actor.
Okay.
Kevin Costner, Dances with Wolves. Robert De Niro, Awakenings.
Never seen it. That's weird that he got nominated for that.
So
though,
he was nominated for best lead actor,
in a
in
different
a different
movie.
movie.
and he did not get a nom for best supporting.
That's
Correct.
correct.
Interesting.
Gerard Depardieu in Cyrano de Bergerac.
Never seen it.
Richard Harris, The Field. I love me some Richard Harris. Never seen
too.
The Field.
Tough beat for us. Haven't seen any of those
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, so I guess my context, I had never seen this movie. Like I said earlier, it's like I consider it like in my head at least, like a dorm room movie.
Yeah.
Like dudes in their 20s just love this film. I get it now. I think it's like insanely quotable.
Yeah.
It's a vibe
Yeah.
Yeah.
more than anything. I think it's a vibe, which is fun. And it's like you span a long time, so you get to kind of like walk and grow with Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there's not like a whole lot of story other than you get his. I mean, the story is his progression, kind of as a human being, but like, and you get certain heists and jobs, but I don't know. Am I wrong? That it's just like you kind of get his life.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, the whole point of the
Which I
movie
guess
is
is
to
a
show
story.
the rise and fall of someone who works in organized crime.
Yeah.
And it's not. I mean, the story, I guess, I mean, depends on. There's a lot of things that happen in the
Yeah,
movie.
no, 100%.
Certainly.
There's
but,
it's almost like segments and things like that.
Yeah, I will say. Well, I
Yeah.
want to save it. You go first, Adam. What'd you think of the movie?
I really liked it. I have seen a decent amount of like mafia films, maybe not a ton. But what I appreciated about it is you get the whole, like to your point, the whole rise and fall in one package.
Yeah.
Versus like a Godfather trilogy where you have to spend 8-9 hours invested.
Yeah.
And it's also that's more family and more organizational, and it's cool to see the slice of life elements. You get to see what it's like being just like a foot soldier, like a dude that is not calling the shots, but he's
Right.
like literally making the shots.
Right.
Although, kind of side note, like Ray Liotta he's an interesting character and kind of like an audience stand-in in a lot of ways because he doesn't
Yeah.
do a bunch of terrible things. He does a bunch of like really bad things, but compared to like Joe Pesci and like
Right.
Robert De Niro, like he seems the most balanced. He's often kind of trying to de-escalate things a little bit.
Right.
So it makes him very like watchable and identifiable from an audience
Yeah.
perspective. You can kind of like buy that you're going on this journey with him and not like hate him the entire time.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you do eventually. And if you hated him the entire
my
time,
God.
then you would hate him even more.
Yeah.
By the end of it.
Oh, he's insufferable by the end. And
Yeah.
When, the arc, right? He gets infatuated with the gangster lifestyle. I think the opening line is like, "Ever since I was a little boy, or ever since I could remember, I wanted to be a gangster."
That's it.
And he's just watching it go down. And in the 50s, watching like the dudes run his neighborhood. He talks about like they never have to worry about double parking and getting a parking ticket.
Yeah.
Like always skipping the bread
They
line.
make it look really good. They make the life look pretty cool.
Right.
Which is like a cool like gangster film thing that
Yeah.
most gangster films do really well is they show the allure, and then I think the best gangster movies show like what happens on the other side, which is like it's always gonna get messed up.
And that's the part, at least for me, like I love this movie, but it took me a while to go from, man, I really appreciate this movie to now it's one of my favorites because the second half of the movie is kind of a tough hang.
Oh, yeah.
He's going down a dark rabbit hole. He gets into drugs. He loses everything. All his friends turn against him that he kind of viewed in this family. And I don't know if it's really accurate, but they show like at least a harrowing depiction of what it is when you are like in this lifestyle, and they kind of show the first half is like rad, like it's
Yeah.
like this is awesome, and then the second half it takes a turn and it's not as fun, and I always had a tough time watching the second half just because it's like this isn't as cool, but it's a necessary point to the story because they shouldn't be glorifying this, and I don't think they do. I mean, if you only watch the first half, they are glorifying it, but if you watch the second half,
It's a totally different thing.
It's a totally different thing.
That being said, after a couple rewatches, I let out some chuckles now. Like when he's super paranoid and like looking up at the helicopter, I'm like, this dude.
Oh yeah,
He's losing his mind.
He's just losing his mind, and everybody's like, "You're crazy, dude." And he's just,
But yeah, you're right. The first half is like, and again, I've only seen this the one time, but it seems like you get so much more of like the perceived effects of the power, not what is done to like get into the power.
right.
So you're seeing like, okay, what it's like when he's treated out and about in town, and it's
Yeah.
like, it's sick,
When
right?
he goes to
Like,
Copacabana.
oh
like
yeah.
you said,
They, like,
he's
give him
like
a
the
table.
audience.
Hey,
Yeah.
we were waiting for a table. You just have to wait for your table, and they get a new table
They
for
literally
Henry
bring in a
Hill
new
and put it
table.
out. Oh, this guy
so
bought
dope.
you champagne.
yeah, exactly.
What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm in construction.
Construction. But I think it's an interesting, like, kind of it toys with his journey too, right? All at the beginning, he just sees all this stuff, and that's what he wants, and then he
Yeah.
gets those effects, and that's what he's focusing on, not what he had to do to get there. And again, in the film, you don't see him have to do too much dirty work. Honestly, he's kind of just sitting in the back while,
Yeah, and a lot of the bad things that happen, he's also just seeing.
yeah,
I mean, like at the end, he sees Jimmy take the phone call about Joe Pesci's character, and he's not really involved in that. He gets told that, and then the Lufthansa heist, he's not even there.
They don't even show it.
They don't show it, and he's not present at it. It doesn't have to really like do anything. He's very hands off.
yeah, and he just gets cashed out a little bit for that,
Yeah.
which is why he survived, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the end, maybe.
Maybe.
But a very like a self-contained film. You get all the beats, you get the rise, you get the fall, and then just vibes. Just
Vibes.
like the vibes are impeccable, and that's why like I think so many people are like, oh yeah, I want to be a gangster. Like I watch Goodfellas, I want to be a gangster. It's like, yeah, it's great when they're just like cooking up hella food and hanging out, and like, but you can do that without killing a bunch of people. Like you can just
Right.
cook good food in your house.
Also, if you watch the entirety of Goodfellas and want to be a gangster, I have follow-up questions.
Yeah. Right.
It's rough.
Yeah.
And it, I mean, I guess there's no point in not spoil. I don't. Well, I want to know what your favorite scenes are. We're gonna.
I can.
Yeah,
I'll jump right into that.
Let's work through the stuff because I don't want to like steal things away from you.
There's-
Here's the stars.
Oh, the stars first. Well, I already said the stars. There's
didn't?
yeah, I did. Stars Robert De Niro, Ray
No,
Liotta.
no.
How many stars
How many-
did you rank it?
Oh, you mean my letter grade?
Yeah.
I give it an A minus.
How many is that? What
I
does that
see
mean?
it. I see it. 4.5.
4.5 stars.
4.5 stars. Okay, an A minus.
I thought it was fantastic. I mean, what am I holding against it? Honestly, not too much, but it's like
Wait
I
a
need
second.
To,
I gotta
yeah.
back up.
Go ahead.
4.5 stars is an A minus, and 4 stars all the way down to a B minus.
That's right. A 90% is.
So how do you get a B?
Yeah. How do you get a B?
You gotta get like a 4 point.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that doesn't
okay,
exist.
this is why it falls apart.
No, it's
I
funny.
resist.
No, listen. There was when we started this podcast, I was an avid against star rating, and we would get an off mic. We would get.
I don't think we ever had the on mic argument.
Yeah, maybe we never talked about it at dinners. We with our family, we would just get into this argument about stars and the rating system. I just
And
didn't
who's-
fuck with
Because
it.
if I
Let's
said like,
rehash it.
oh, it was a 3-star movie, it's
Essentially
pretty
what you're
good, and he
saying.
was like, 3-star movie means it's terrible, and I was like,
D-minus.
no,
Yeah.
no.
I used to go the IMDb sort of route where
that out of 10?
It's out of 10, and you could do pretty much any point.
Okay. Oh, is the stars? You can only do half stars. You can't do like.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
You can't do.
I thought you were on Letterboxd.
I technically
Are you?
am. I've maybe reviewed 10 movies.
What are you doing on Letterboxd?
Just
What are you
reading
doing,
Rat Race.
Adam?
He's,
Oh, let's see
He
if there's
just-
any new reviews posted
he
this
just
week.
googled. He just googled how to give something a 4.3 stars.
Okay,
and
so
then
in
could-
Letterboxd you can only do half star ratings.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what does
so
kind
I've
of annoy
just,
me
like-
at Letterboxd is that like,
He
when
won
I-
the argument just based off of me giving up.
Wow, I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Great. Just,
You know what I don't like is
that's
when
been our
like,
pod.
Good night, everybody. Like I'll go read some reviews on Letterboxd and people will give like this is a 87 out of 100. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, 87 out of 100. You can't possibly get down that. It's just like, come on.
Here's the
know.
thing with my rating. I don't think that it's. I can't imagine what I would give a 5-star to on a single viewing. Right.
It's tough.
That's a big statement.
I've
So
done it, but it's tough.
It's a bit of a hedging my bet. I didn't really have any problems with this movie. I kind of had some. I guess if I had to pick a problem with this film, some of the like editing choices felt a little dated
Jarring.
or weird. Like there's
Oh.
a lot of like fade outs. Which just feels like we're cutting to commercial break to me.
yeah.
What did you watch it on?
Okay, this is a
Yeah, I
whole.
was
nother-
gonna say I don't really remember that.
No,
but
because I had a whole. I don't own it, and I did a whole thing where I could have rented it on Prime, but I thought I was doing a free trial for AMC, and it wasn't a free trial. It was just a deal where I get 2 months for like $4.99, and I was like, okay, but I don't think I'm gonna have commercials. And then I didn't have commercials for like the first half, but it would do the fading out thing as if I was gonna get a commercial. And then I started getting commercials in the second half. I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever done.
Jack, I can't tell you how many times I went through the same thing, and I started this movie on AMC Plus multiple times, and I saw some warnings pop up in the beginning. The first is they rolled out this is not a culturally sensitive film warning.
Correct.
They said there are stereotypes in this film.
there's some tough racial slurs in this one too.
Yeah, there are. Not as many as I was expecting based
Not as many
on
as
the
Full
warning.
Metal Jacket.
Yes, that's correct. And then I saw a thing. I had to Google this phrasing because it was like this film is being presented with limited or with select interruptions as per our legality
I should
streaming
have just
agreements.
stopped and just rented it on.
I went through this
Amazon.
back and forth, but then once I had signed up for AMC Plus, yada
I
yada
know.
yada.
Wow, we did the same exact thing. Yeah, they definitely do fade outs that aren't in the actual movie.
Is that okay?
Yeah, because it's like a very fast paced edited movie. But
Yes.
Then when you were gonna say that, I was like, oh yeah, it can be a little intense. But
So
I
this
don't
may have been a
remember any
streaming
fade
thing.
outs.
There was like 5 or 6 weird fade outs where it felt
Yep.
like they were going to cut to commercial break, and they
Yep.
didn't. But then I did get two proper commercial breaks, which
same.
was frustrating.
I hated it.
Interesting.
This was the worst, honestly, the worst streaming experience of my life. And I was like,
Jeez.
I am so mad that I don't own this on Blu-ray.
I just wonder, like, if on a rewatch, because you got to rewatch to get a 5 for me, basically, if without any weird kind of cuts, if those truly only existed in the streaming thing, if I would give this just like a full 5, because the momentum kind of got killed, and I was trying to figure out the pattern. Like, okay, he does this like fade thing, and then time passes, and there's like assumed action during that fade out time.
Yeah.
Sometimes that was true, sometimes it wasn't. Sounds like this is a streaming issue.
It was.
I will take that note.
I at least had the wherewithal of like having seen it before.
This is why physical media is important.
I get it. I know.
all
I
right.
knew it was coming.
Josh said you
I-
were ready.
You're not wrong.
You
I
should have asked.
literally-
I would have let you borrow it.
I literally searched I was like, I have to have Goodfellas somewhere. I searched high and low, and I found Full Metal Jacket.
High and
I was
low,
like,
another-
hell yeah. Full Metal Jacket.
Oh man,
So then maybe my main gripe was just a formatting thing.
Could be.
I love the music.
Yeah, it's a
I love
five-star
the
movie for
performances
sure.
were fantastic. The dialogue is insane and next level, and it seems like kind of inspiring and game changing for like the crime mafia genre overall.
yeah.
Which I'll get into. Well, just about like some descendants of Goodfellas, very
Yeah.
clear lines there,
Got it.
which you might not know anything about because it's a television thing.
Get him.
That's fine.
He never saw The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I watched the first 4 episodes
Same.
on like the. Remember when Netflix used to send you DVDs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I did that, and then I was like, oh man, I really want to watch like episode 5, and it like they didn't have it or
It was
something.
like on someone had already borrowed it.
So I couldn't get it right away, and I gave up.
That's
I mean, it's sitting there on HBO. I can watch it anytime.
I watched the first like 2 or 3 episodes with you, and then I like.
really.
Yeah, it was like right when you were getting into it.
Okay.
Because it was kind of relatively recently. It was like 5 years ago or something, right? Or
Ye-
it was pre-COVID, but
Okay.
it was yeah. It was at your old apartment. I
Yeah.
watched a couple with you, and then stopped, and then you were like, "Yeah, I know that you love that show," but you were like, "Yeah, it kind of just does the same thing in every episode," and I lost.
I watched
Wow.
one season at that point, and then 2 or 3 years ago, I went back and got like really freaking deep. And I actually don't know that I fully finished The Sopranos, but I got like basically to the last season, and then life happened, and I didn't watch the rest of it.
Ringing endorsement for The Sopranos.
Sopranos
on
is
this.
very good.
No, I know.
But the tie,
Everybody loves it,
here.
but it's weird how we are all like, yeah, it's really good. Except I only watched 3 episodes. I only watched 4. I didn't even finish the last season.
I'm not claiming that it was good.
It
I
is
haven't
good.
seen. I believe.
Wow.
No, I believe.
Wow.
I've only seen 2 episodes. of it.
first. Wow.
The tie is
Got him. FBI.
There's ducks.
the day in the life, the slice of life, the conversations that
Yeah.
happen, like that aren't related to crime but are related to their life. Like
Yeah.
you get those in Goodfellas, from what I can tell, and maybe that's the first instance of it. And then Sopranos does that dialed up.
Yeah.
And then also me watching this for the first time, being like, wait, is that actor from The Sopranos? And that happens
A
constantly.
bunch. Yeah.
I looked it up. 27 actors from Goodfellas appear in The Sopranos.
Holy shit.
And some of them are like
I was
minor
gonna say
characters.
like 5.
There's like
Yeah,
5
I can
big
like.
actors.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
like
the guy,
big characters.
the guy that gets shot,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
kid
yeah.
that get. All right, whatever.
But yeah, I mean, it's 27, and it's crazy. I have a full list.
Nah, we don't need to go through the list.
I won't go through the full one, but some of the big ones. Here's the headline: Goodfellas 30th anniversary. All 27 actors who later featured. You got Lorraine Bracco. She's the main love
Oh, yeah.
interest, but she's Dr. Jennifer Melfi,
yeah.
who is the therapist for Tony. Michael Imperioli, who is Spider. He only
He's
has a
the
couple
kid that
scenes.
gets shot.
Yeah. Twice sucks. Well,
Yeah.
2 instances of
Yeah.
multiple shots. But he's Christopher in The Sopranos, and then you've got Paulie Walnuts, and you've got a whole bunch.
Joey Watt.
Billy Batts is in it.
Oh, Billy Batts.
So they basically just like took the whole cast and were like, all right,
Damn.
everyone get back in here.
Let's run it back.
Did Scorsese have anything to do with Sopranos?
That's a good question. I don't know. You can pull that up in the background, but not that I know of.
The patented. Adam gives really good information, and then Jack adds something that
One
we're not
question
ready for.
I'm ready
I'm
for.
sorry.
Is that patented? It should be at this point.
You get that a lot with me too in the show, or you'll bring up a movie that I've never seen and you make me say that I've never seen it.
My bad.
But The Sopranos being early 2000s, 10 years basically after
Yeah.
Goodfellas, like obviously most folks who walked into watching The Sopranos had this as context, which
Yeah.
I didn't, and I still fell in love with The Sopranos. But then I'm seeing, okay, who's this in The Sopranos? This therapist character who is outside of the crime world and is like sort of allured by it and sort of helping Tony with it. In this film, she's just kind of playing the same character, but in a love interest setting.
Yes.
Like, being pulled into it and fully like
Karen.
She is really good. I'm glad that she got
fantastic.
nominated.
as supporting though. Why not lead?
Well, she's not in the
it.
whole movie though.
Yeah.
She's pretty much in the whole movie.
I get it. Some of that's like category.
Yeah, the best
manipulation,
actress,
like,
best supporting actress thing is weird.
Like
Historically.
they might have chose to do supporting because they didn't think she had a shot at lead or things like
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they kind of
It was
there's some things going. There's some shenanigans going on.
yeah, it was Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
in
Kathy-
Misery.
Well,
Right.
no, it was Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost.
Oh, for
No,
supporting,
but
for
lead was
lead
Kathy Bates in Misery.
Oh.
So to the
So
point of
maybe they didn't think she had a chance. I don't know. I can't remember that far back, and I was 4. But
Kathy Bates. She was on
Oh man, it was Kathy Bates, Angelica Houston, Julia Roberts, Meryl Streep, and Joanne Woodward. Who whatever. But
kinda stacked.
those other 4 is pretty elite. So they were probably like,
we'll go give you supporting.
We'll go supporting. Anyways, she's great. I've historically thought that she kind of overdoes it a little bit, but I kind of retract that
In the movie?
in the movie.
Yeah,
I think-
they're all on cocaine at
Yeah,
certain
exactly.
points.
Man, they're just like living
Karen!
that high octane.
Why did you do that?
It's not on my. Yeah, it's not on my scene. That scene where she's pointing the gun in his head.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh god.
It's really intense. Not on my top 3 list because there are some hitters on my top. 3
That was
list.
all we had.
Oh, you're saying when she flushed the
Yes.
flushed the cocaine. That was
Anyway,
insane.
I'm sorry.
Great cast.
Yeah.
Clearly an inspirational cast. If they all got like half of them got tapped to come back for The Sopranos.
Scorsese had nothing to do with The Sopranos.
Okay, you heard it here first, folks.
Probably not. But
Everybody knew that.
But I'll just get into my 3 favorite scenes.
Yeah.
Please will save us. None of these should be too much of a surprise, but a lot of them have to do with like food. We all come from the restaurant world, and like this is a very
okay.
it's like a love letter to food.
Yeah,
throughout this film.
This is a underrated food movie For sure. There's constantly food in it.
And some of it's like a little weird, and I'm like, have you ever cooked? But it's still shot with passion and like told with passion. So that being said, my number 3 is right after so the movie starts out with a quick little shot of them as adults and then goes back to Henry Hill as a kid, and he moves through, being a young 13-year-old. The very first scene with him as an adult is they're in a club. I can't remember the name of the club.
Copacabana.
Okay, Copacabana. And
Maybe.
and they're going through.
Oh wait, it's
First one might be the bamboo room or whatever.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's that.
But they're going through and they're introducing you to. It's like a 2-part scene. They're introducing you to all the gangsters. They're like, "Here's Tony
Okay,
No Nose."
that isn't the
And-
Copacabana. You're
and
right.
That
That's
is the bamboo room.
Is that what
is
it's
the bamboo
called?
room? Okay.
Yeah.
Bamboo something.
And you're
Bamboo
immediate-
lounge.
Bamboo Lounge, maybe.
Yeah.
It's kind of humorous. You're like meeting a lot of these dudes with kind of goofy names. You're seeing
the
like
papers, get the papers.
Yeah, Johnny Two Names or whatever.
Yeah.
It's two
Two
times. And
That's great.
That part's fun, and then it goes right into.
I think there's one guy, and he just goes, "Hey, what's up, guy?" That one always makes me laugh. Hey, what's up, guy?
It goes right from that into Pesci, funny like a
Classic
clown.
scene.
And you're getting to know him, and you're like, who is this guy? We've only seen him in a 2-minute scene where there's a dead guy in a trunk before this. And you're not sure, like, he's telling this hilarious story, and everyone is like rolling on the ground, and Ray Liotta, Henry Hill says, you're funny, you're so funny, and he presses him, right? He's just pressing him, funny like a clown. And the tension is just like so
amuse
high.
you?
Yeah, amuse you how? And then he breaks the tension with Henry Hill and goes on to just like assault people in the bar, and
Yeah.
it's just like that energy is like that anger is there.
Yeah.
It's just about who it's targeted to.
Yeah.
So
It's like he was joking with Henry, but then it's just like he lets it fucking fly with the waiter.
the waiter breaks a bottle over his head.
That scene is, and you guys may know this, I don't know, but Scorsese, Liotta, and Pesci all knew what they were going to do, but the rest of the people were not told that he was going to go psycho. And so their reactions were kind of like, "Ooh," and then even one of the actors like, "Hey, he didn't mean it." Like, "Hey, let him speak for himself." Like that was all that guy allegedly didn't know that he was going to escalate and confront Ray Liotta's character, which is kind of cool. So
It's crazy, and you're at that
Scorsese,
point.
man.
You'd just seen Ray Liotta as a kid, so
Yeah.
your like understanding of him in a story is like he's young, he's still green a little bit,
Yeah.
like maybe not.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like 20 in that scene.
yeah.
it's like 48.
All these guys. Yeah, there's definitely a moment where they go to where Jimmy shows up, Robert De Niro, and they're like, "Yeah, he's not a day over 29," and he's just old.
He's like 62.
He's old. Which I love. So that's my number 3 was the intro to the gangsters.
Really
Funny
good
like
one.
a clown. Get to know Joe Pesci, Tony. My number 2 is, I mean, based on what I've heard from people, like maybe the most famous scene or one of the most famous was the prison cooking scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they've all
Really
been
great.
arrested and you're in their cell? Question mark. They seem to just have like
Yeah.
a giant
wing.
a giant like kitchen that
Yeah.
they get to cook in.
Don't put too many onions
Yeah,
in the
I
sauce.
cut up 3 small onions. And how many cans of tomatoes? 2 large cans of
Too many
tomatoes.
onions.
So it's just a group of 6 dudes all arrested, and they're talking about how they're living their like best life and cooking great food every night and don't have any worries other than just putting food on the table for the night. So slicing the garlic
With the razor blade,
with the
yeah.
razor blade, which seems highly ineffective and can't be the easiest way to do it. They're talking about cooking the onion or the garlic down until it becomes liquefied. They're talking about cooking the steaks, no broiler, so they got to do it in the pan. And he's like, "How do you like your steak? Oh, medium rare. Oh, you're a socialite or you're a bougie boy or something like that." I don't know.
Yeah.
They give him some grief for it.
I love when he's like, "I got the red wine." He's like, "Now we can eat."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, white
Yeah,
wine
yeah,
too."
yeah.
He's like, "Bring that too."
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Paulie kills that scene. Just
Yeah.
kind of, Paulie's like the boss, and he's just kind of running everything.
Paulie die?
No.
Not in
No,
the
he
film.
Not
just
in the film.
Right. Okay.
Not in the
Gets
film.
gets pinned. Gets pinched. That's it. He
What
gets
about
ratted out. He's
what
in
about
courtroom.
the original dude who like takes Henry under his wing? I don't remember which guy.
Oh,
that is.
that's I can't remember his name.
Who
The
looks
guy
like
at the
he's like
pizza place. He's like 4'8",
looks like yes.
and he's really.
Oh,
stocky.
he's actually
the
one
guy
of the
that
dudes.
shoots Joe Pesci.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so they must not be cool anymore as friends.
Safe to say.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's all business, you know. It's not personal.
Yeah. Also, should have seen that coming.
Well,
Like, why would they make him?
well, yeah.
Why would they make him?
He's been around.
Yeah, but he killed another made man.
Caught me
They didn't
completely by
know that
surprise.
in theory.
Who
I mean, they
didn't know
did. The three of them didn't know that everybody else figured that out.
Because they like went and tried to cover their tracks and they dug them back up and everything. But
No, I'm with you.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
someone who had never seen the film, I was completely like, I was ready. I was like, oh, he's about to be made. They're about to like level up to the next level.
That part's
Yeah.
gnarly
That
too.
part's
They shoot him
super
through
sketchy.
the face, and it's like really bloody.
And he walks into that room and you're like expecting more fanfare or something.
As
It's just,
as
an
he
empty
is as
room.
well.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What the f?"
Bop.
Oh, yeah. Is that what he says? Or
I
does
don't know,
he
he
say,
even
"Oh,
says
no"?
anything.
No, he
He
says.
says something like,
Yeah,
"Oh shit."
He says,
or
"Oh, yeah,
something
oh,
like
no."
that.
He knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't make my top 3
No,
scene
wait,
list.
well,
My number one scene was Ray Liotta is going on dates with what's her name, the lead,
Liotta.
Dr. Melfi, Lorraine Bracco.
Karen.
She comes and chews Karen. She comes and chews him out for standing him up. He's like, I'll make it up to you. And then he takes her out and shows her like
Yeah.
his life. And there's a like uninterrupted shot.
The one-
that's the Copacabana.
The Warner.
So good, the winner. They walk in the back of house, and he knows everyone. He's slipping everyone money. He's high fiving. He knows them all by first name. He's giving people grief for always hooking up on the clock. And then they walk through the kitchen, the biggest kitchen you've ever seen in your life. They're going around every corner. Chefs are standing out the way with like giant pots of
Yeah.
stock and stuff. And then to your point, Josh, earlier, they like walk out front row in front of the singer, in front of the stage, and they literally bring a table up and flip it up and set it up for them
Yeah.
and start
And the
pouring
way
them
you follow the
champagne.
table out, like it goes away from them for a second, and then you just like follow the table.
like-
So another fun fact about that oneer, if you pay attention, and it took me like 37 times to notice this, they go in through a door, they go all around the kitchen, and they come out the same door, and the same
No.
guy's in the corner. So they didn't have to do it at all.
That's
it's
hilarious.
Just like
He's
a
just
flex
flexing.
by Martin Scorsese
Or by Ray Liotta.
or by Ray
He's
Liotta.
just like, let's do a lap.
Yeah, just so
I-
you would know everybody.
We all worked at Zazie. Every time I go back, it always feels like sort of like a hero's welcome. But I just went back a couple weeks ago for a buddy's bachelor party for brunch, and as you guys, listeners, may or may not know, Zazie has, dozens of people waiting out front for brunch. They've been waiting for an hour. I walked up with a group of 7 dudes. Yanni was there with glasses of champagne for all of us, handed it to us. We all walked through the entire thing. Dudes in the kitchen are dapping me up and walk back to the table. They instantly start sending food out, and I've like never felt like as I was watching this, because this happened before I watched the
Hey,
movie.
I'm
I was
in
like,
Goodfellas.
I've done this. This is my life. So
sick.
that's why it resonated for me, is like being a post-service dude and like leaving in good terms at Zazie and still getting that treatment.
Did you tell anybody to get their shine box?
I know better than that now. Oh my goodness.
I think
Never
that's my favorite scene.
never give anyone any trouble is what I learned from this movie. You give anyone grief, they're gonna shoot you, especially
Yeah.
if it's Joe Pesci.
Oh, you're right.
The amount of times somebody's just like, he was busting my balls, or like, don't bust my balls, or it's
Yeah.
like, everybody stop busting
Just
balls.
let's
here.
relax a
Everybody
little bit.
relax.
Someone's gonna get shot. Joey Bats, man, he was a made man. Can't do that.
Yeah,
Can't kill a made man without permission.
yeah, he's a dick though.
He was, but he's a made man. He can be a dick.
When they get who's the guy with the bad wig?
Monroe.
Maury. Yeah, when like they have the whole scene with him, and they're like, oh, all right, Maury's good. Like, and the audience is just like,
Is he?
well, no, I mean, the whole time you're worried about him, and then they have one scene where they're like, oh, okay, he made it past whatever.
He's, like,
he was
laughing
getting
with
through,
Joe
and then
Pesci,
they just
yeah.
fucking get him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once I saw him get in that car, I was like,
Oh,
it's
man.
bad for him.
Tough beat.
Yeah, those are my top 3.
Great.
Yeah, those would probably be my top
All
3 as well.
restaurant or bar scenes, or kitchen prison scenes. Just fire. Just like good moments of just like you're watching life happen for these people.
Yeah.
And then the uninterrupted shots, there's like several of them throughout
Yeah.
the film, and that was my favorite one.
Yeah.
You got 2 on there. The first one, your number 3 is also is a oneer.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
They
they're
do it
going through and
twice.
introducing all the people, that first part of it, yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's pretty dope.
It's great.
So those are my scenes. I've got my 3 favorite characters.
Let's hear him.
Go for it.
I mean, this is kind of
Just
funny.
the main 3.
Yes.
But
Maybe this is like my
no-
hottest
Uh-oh.
take,
Uh-oh.
which maybe will change on rewatches. So I'll go backwards. My number one is Tony, Joe Pesci.
Okay.
Best supporting
Okay.
actor. He's magnetic in this film.
Yeah.
He steals every scene he's a part of. He's insane. Number two is Ray Liotta as as the lead. He's
Wow.
killing it. He does a great job narrating. Not on my list.
That's
is
fine.
Robert De Niro.
It's not fine.
Instead, I got Paul
Yeah.
Sorvino.
I do like Pauly. I'd get Ray Liotta out of there myself.
Whoa.
I'd put
that
De
would be
Niro.
a hotter take.
I don't think so. De Niro's great. Love him in this movie.
I think
I do
he's
too.
good, but he plays like a very. This is why I think I might change this on rewatches. It's a little
a little subdued.
Yeah, like understated at
no,
times. But it plays into his development. You see him like it kind of caught me by surprise that he's like insane and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kills everybody.
The
Plus,
rewatches.
Plus, there's a lot of characters.
The
Let's call a
rewatches,
spade
you
a
like
spade.
watch
Sure.
him in the background of stuff, and he's like always reacting. Like in the Joey Bats scene, he's like doing all these faces in the background.
Yeah,
he's
you
not even part
insulted
of
him a little bit.
Yeah, he's so good at this.
he's an instigator.
You were
I
a
kind
little
of love
out
that
of
about
yourself.
him. He gets spider shot, kind of, more
Yeah.
or less. He gives.
Yeah, it is. I noticed that
He
as
said,
well.
you said you're gonna
wanna
let him
say
get
that.
away with it.
Yeah.
And then it
And
turned-
then he didn't expect Joe Pesci to shoot
But
him.
he
Probably
should have. Yeah.
should have,
He
but-
knows
He had
this man.
just shot him.
Yeah, you just shot him the other day. That's a good point. Oh no, but his reaction to it is awesome. Even if he didn't see it coming, his reaction, he's just so mad.
Yeah, but I just love Pauly. I think Pauly's such
Pauly's
a G.
great.
I like they
I take it back.
his
Pauly's
intro
great.
is cool. They're just like he's a guy who doesn't move very quickly, but he doesn't need to because he's just the boss.
Everybody just talks to him one-on-one. He doesn't do like grouped sessions, no phones. He
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
has messengers going back and forth. It's great.
yeah, cool to have like a movie where the mob boss, is like not maybe the central character, but you get so much of his characterization. still,
Yes.
which I think is
Well
cool.
said.
So those are my top three. What else do I got? 3 movies that are similar and ranking of said movies. And
Yeah.
I guess now I have to slot this one in according to Yashi's
You do
rules.
whatever you want.
I didn't do that.
Okay.
In fact, I left off my top 2.
Yeah. Everything's on the table.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna make some game time decisions here and some game time calls.
Okay.
I have 5.
Go for it.
So my number 5 would be The Untouchables.
Oh.
We're the other side, right? That's about the
Yeah.
folks that are trying to bust up the mafia and organized crime. But I think a really cool still film about the mafia and about
Movie's
what goes
great.
down. Great film, great pacing, some like super iconic shots.
Good procedural
Great Costner.
drama.
Yeah, true. That's right. It's like your hybrid of procedural
Yeah.
movies and mafia
and like
movies.
mafia movies.
So that's an easy win. Number 3, I've got The Departed.
The Departed.
You said you had 5.
Oh yeah, sorry. Number 4. Thank you, Jackie. I got The Departed.
It's okay. I do that all the time. It was nice to be in the other seat.
Scorsese's makeup Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is very. The Departed is very Goodfellas-y.
Yeah, especially the fast-paced editing and everything.
Yeah, and just like getting the history of him, growing up. You get everybody as kids at the beginning.
Yeah.
The full like life basically of him. I thought that was great. Haven't seen it in a while. I should probably rewatch. Number 3, I'm gonna just put the Godfather series there.
Okay.
Probably
That's-
would be higher for other folks, but
Yeah.
to my points earlier, like there's some slower moments.
Number 2.
If you're gonna start saying bad things about The Godfather, just save it for a different podcast.
Slower moments are 2 words that don't compute when we're talking about this movie.
What I love most about the Godfather stuff is the stuff that Goodfellas does well, which is like the little conversations here and there.
Yeah, there's a
and-
bunch of little conversations in The Godfather.
my
Probably the parts that you're calling slow.
We say no wrong answers, except Godfather.
I'm itching to know what your number 2 and number 1
My
are.
number 2, I'm breaking the rules a little bit. I'm gonna slot The Sopranos in there as
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's great.
Josh does that all the time with Lonesome
Yeah.
Dove.
Yeah. That's
It's
fine.
it does what this movie does really well, but a ton. You get to just see so many of those like moments where they're busting each other's balls and all that stuff is so
That's
good.
awesome.
And then I'll put this number 1. And then that might change.
But
That
this
might be
number one,
recency
Goodfellas.
bias, but
Oh, nice.
Goodfellas as
No,
number 1.
It's fine. Never mind. I take it back. I mean, Godfather number 3 sounds bad, but I haven't seen Sopranos, and it's everybody's favorite. And Goodfellas is at least in the conversation.
It feels like a bridging of the gap between
Yeah.
Godfather and Sopranos. I mean, Sopranos is very clearly like directly influenced from it. but it does it all in like one complete package.
Yeah.
Which I love. I don't
Great
know.
stuff.
So that's my ranking, and we'll see TBD as I rewatch. I need to borrow your Blu-ray.
No.
Okay,
No, yeah, just buy one.
my first Blu-ray. Can't wait.
You got a player?
I got a PS5. I think
Then
that was.
yes.
that'll do it.
All right.
You have one.
You
Perfect.
could watch 4Ks too, right?
Oh yeah.
I can
And you
watch
don't have to.
anything.
You
Just
can get
skip
the
to 4K.
You get the European version too. You can go out of country if you want.
What?
You
Yeah.
can't do that with everyone. You have to get a special. Like if you buy a imported thing,
Like
it
a
won't
French
play-
Blu-ray?
Yeah, it won't play on everything.
But on a PS5 it will. Okay.
Hooking up.
I love that. I have a list of some further gaps that I would like to bridge.
Oh, okay.
Specifically in the same vein, I have not seen Donnie Brasco.
It's fine.
Actually, neither
it's
have I.
good.
Okay. I've not seen The Irishman.
It's
Eh,
good.
it's long.
It's very long.
Okay.
You think it's weird that they call De Niro 29 in this movie?
Buckle up, dude.
Buckle up. They de-age
They
him.
de-age him, right?
Yes, and he still looks like an old man,
Okay.
and he's supposed to be even younger.
Yeah.
He's like 15.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, makes no sense.
It's a good movie though.
Sure.
And then my number one resume further gap in the same vein is Casino.
Yeah, because
It's like-
pretty good.
Yeah, it's like 88% of what Goodfellas is.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
you choose Goodfellas over.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I,
But Casino is really good.
It's probably better than I give it credit for.
Yeah,
And
I need to rewatch
It
it.
has like one of those things for me that's like nails on a chalkboard. It's that when people are just screaming at each other at the
Yeah.
top of their lungs for long stretches.
Yeah.
It does that a lot.
In my memory, there isn't as many enjoyable moments like there are in Goodfellas. It's pretty
But
pretty
when-
rough.
When he's like on the casino floor running
Yeah.
shit, it's
Yeah.
like this is the best movie ever made.
Yeah.
I think
It's a good Vegas movie.
it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. You should watch it. I can let you borrow.
I will.
Maybe.
And then curious, y'all, like, what is your Scorsese? Like, where does this fall in your Scorsese tier list?
Whoa, we gotta save it for the episode.
man.
Okay, all right. Is
I
that
can
too-
spoil that question directly. This is my favorite Scorsese movie, and
Whoa.
it's not especially close.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He spoiled it.
He did.
This is
I might agree.
this is
I really
this is
like
it.
The
This
Departed.
is top tier.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
I've
so do I.
The Departed I've seen just like countless times.
I can't legitimately say that The Departed is objectively as good as Goodfellas. Though. Like I have a great time watching it.
Yeah.
I just can't. get
Sure.
there.
Yeah.
And I haven't. There's a lot of Scorsese movies I have yet to see, especially like the
got a
80s.
lot.
He's got a lot.
I was kind of surprised. I looked him up. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
maybe I've seen half of them. Nope.
No.
No,
Yeah, there's
I don't
a
even know if
lot of
I've
them.
seen half of
Yeah.
them. I mean, I probably have, but there's a lot that I haven't seen. I just got Mean Streets. I'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah.
I might buy the Criterion Killers of the Flower Moon just because I really like the cover and I haven't seen that movie in a while, well, since theaters. And I remember it was one of those movies where I was like disappointed kind of in the ending.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if it would bother me on a rewatch knowing where we're going.
I watched it twice. I watched it again.
How did
Yeah.
that movie do in awards season?
It got
Not
nominated,
great.
but it didn't win anything.
Didn't win anything.
Didn't really win anything.
Okay.
Did she?
I didn't love it. Huh?
Did she win?
She did not. That was the Emma Stone.
It's a tough one.
I just saw Begonia 2 days ago.
Oh yeah.
What
What'd
did
you
you
think?
think?
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I
I
did
thought it
too.
was some of the best performances of last year.
I agree.
You want to hear my joke?
Yes.
You're not supposed to say, "Do you want to hear my joke?" You're just supposed to make the joke.
All right. Am I just paranoid or Emma Stone?
All right. Good job, Begonia. Way to go.
But I thought it was great. All
right.
Jesse Plemons got snubbed.
What's our timing here?
It's been a long day.
We have one other thing to do that
Do
won't
it.
show up on this podcast, but I got something
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying.
for the end of the episode. So I got to shout out Chris Palia. Palia's getting the second shout out in this
Love it.
in this podcast. He reached out to me on the end of one of our podcasts recently and said, "You guys almost did it by accident.
Oh.
You almost did Long List Jeopardy.
Okay, well, I thought we were gonna do a whole episode of this.
Would you just relax for once in your life?"
For once, Jack.
As I scream at the top of my
I'm
lungs.
gonna participate.
As Jack sits on the couch with a beer in hand, just relax.
Keep it cool, dude.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, sorry.
Just joking.
No one can
We're on
watch the
video.
YouTube.
No free ads. Cover up the. So he's like, we almost did it by accident. Jack accidentally started reading his list before calling the category. So I thought this would be a nice amuse-bouche to try out this. This is just going to be a little tester. To Jack's point, I do want to do a full episode with categories and everything. And
I've literally
deep.
been thinking about this like
That's
a lot
great.
recently, different ones.
But this is just a tester because I don't know if it's going to work that
Adam
well.
has no idea what we're talking about.
Here's what I'm going to do.
I'm piecing
I
it
have
together.
6 lists here.
Okay.
6?
6 lists. I'm going to read you the list, and you have to guess what the category is.
Great.
Okay.
Love
All
it.
right.
If you can buzz in at any time, you know.
Well, how do we
Yeah,
buzz
yeah.
in? Say our name?
Just say what you think it is.
Okay.
If you're wrong, you're out, and you can try to
that
steal
round?
if that person guesses it and also gets it wrong.
Okay.
So like, if you jump the gun and you guess on number 3, and you're wrong, Jack can
You can wait till 5.
he can do whatever he wants. Oh, there's not. Oh, just 5. This is a lot. Just bear with me here.
Trying my best.
And if he gets it wrong, then you can jump back in, or
I
you
got
can
you.
steal it, or whatever.
Okay.
So,
Some strategy.
there's
here.
no categories here because I haven't blown this up yet. But this
no
works. This is going to be an
categories here.
episode. All right, your first list. Are you ready? Fight Club, The Green Mile, The Matrix, American Beauty, The Mummy.
Movies from 1999.
Got it.
Wow. I was going to say good movies.
Next, we're Magnolia, Sixth Sense, 10 Things I Hate About You, The Iron Giant, Office Space, Dogma, Notting Hill, Star Wars Episode 1,
Holy
The Phantom
cow.
Menace. So, but Jack got it pretty
I
quick.
almost said 2000, and then I was like,
I
no.
tested this out with Becky, and she said 2000. I was like, so close. Here's my next list. The Sweetest Thing. The Conversation. The Game. So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Got it. Bay Area movies.
Ooh,
I'm going to allow it. It's movies set in San Francisco.
Okay.
I'm going to allow it.
nice. Good job.
We have 48
Never seen The
Hours,
Sweetest
Dirty
Thing.
Harry, Vertigo,
Oh, I would-
Zodiac,
yeah,
Bullet,
yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire,
Wow,
Milk.
that would have gotten
Well, yeah,
really
I
easy.
got progressively harder or progressively easier, and The Rock
job,
was the
Adam.
last one. Very good job, Adam. You got that early.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Next one. We're switching things up a little bit.
Don't tell us that. Just
Okay, deal. Maybe I'll do a different one. A skateboard.
A skateboard?
That's your guess. That's not wrong. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just joking. A skateboard.
okay.
Peanut brittle. A metal-tipped guitar pick. Dog food.
Props from Back to the Future?
That's correct.
Whoa.
I immediately had when you said skateboard, I was like Back to the Future. What was the second thing you said?
Peanut brittle. That's what
I
That's
don't
what
remember that.
George McFly eats with the table when he's going.
Yeah, that's the one that threw me off.
And then I had for the rest of that category, I had Pepsi-free manure, a red vest, plutonium, DeLorean, and the flux capacitor. Here we
So
go.
You really need to get them early, in order, like, because then they get like really easy.
Well, we'll find out. A bunch of dudes in masks. A series of betrayals. A bank vault. Green smoke. A clown on a bus.
The Dark Knight.
I was like, is it Heat? Is it Heat? I know. Or is it Dark Knight?
Oh, man, that was good. Yeah, the opening sequence from The Dark Knight. Here's your next list. We got 2 more. Avengers Infinity War. Star Wars The Force Awakens. Saw 2.
What?
Saw 2. Titanic. Avatar The Way of Water. Avengers Endgame. Avatar.
Highest grossing films?
Oh,
Top 10 highest grossing
of the
films?
decade.
I'm close. I'm not there.
You're really close.
Movies over $1 billion. $2
The $2 billion club.
billion.
Pretty close. You were dancing all around it. All right, last one.
Nissan too.
What do you want me to do? It's on the list.
Saw 2?
Yeah, it
Chinese
came out
film.
this year. Or last year.
You guys watch it?
Nope.
No.
Richard Jenkins,
Oh.
Brian Darcy James, John Slattery, Stanley Tucci, Billy Crudup, Liev Schreiber, Rachel McAdams,
This characters in Spotlight. I forgot that Tucci was in that movie for a second.
actors in Spotlight. Yeah, Mark Ruffalo and Michael Keaton.
Crazy.
Didn't know if we were going to get to a Spotlight. I should have because of
We already talked
all the
about
president's
Spotlight.
men. I know, but I just had to put one in there just in case.
Okay.
Didn't know if we were going to get
Just
there.
in case.
You
in
really
case.
thought we were going
That's
to talk
true.
about all the presidents spent in Spotlight?
I didn't think about it that much. I had this
Uh-huh.
idea, and I was like, "Oh, I'll put it at the end of this podcast," and then I had forgotten that we were going to be talking about all the president's men. I just, I'm constantly, it's like I'm like in a beautiful mind. There's ideas just.
Yeah,
coming
you
to
are
me.
like in a beautiful
Definitely.
mind.
I don't even know what you mean by that.
Maybe you should watch it again.
I don't want to. I don't like that movie. All right, that's it.
Woo!
That was that was fun.
Yeah,
We'll have to test it out. We're going to do an
We
episode.
just did.
Adam's not invited to the episode. And I feel like we'd have to scramble together soon, but we got our year anniversary coming up. That could be something fun to do.
Anniversary, guys.
Oh,
Thanks.
it's in like 4 weeks or 3 weeks or something. So we'd have to put it together quick. And then I don't know how we would have a bunch of people on, or if that's
bunch
even
of
possible.
people?
Yeah,
Like a party?
maybe. I don't know.
We could do a murder mystery.
Knives Out.
Something.
Knives Out episode.
All right. Thanks, Adam, for joining us. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Adam.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah. And thanks for
Good
having
idea.
us, Jack. Really good idea.
Let's do it again. It's a good one.
Yeah, it was great. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.